Yeah, well, I guess they were, because they were there. I seen them. I seen them myself. It's all true. It's all true.
Good evening, messenger. You convinced us that you were the last messenger. How many other bastard children do you have?
You're watching America This Morning, America's #1 early morning.
Time after time after time, we are watching murderers go free. They hide behind their badges, they hide behind their white privilege, and they use the excuse that they fear for their lives to murder our young people in cold blood.
It's done.
Ex, my brother.
No. Don't think about it.
All you self-righteous assholes do is march and destroy your own communities. Killing me won't change a goddamn thing.
It's a lot different when it's a grown black man standing his ground.
What?
I said Malcolm alleged that some of Elijah's women were underage secretaries, and can you expound on that?
Yeah, well, I guess they were, because they were there. I seen them. I seen them myself. It's all true. It's all true.
Good evening, messenger. You convinced us that you were the last messenger. How many other bastard children do you have?
You're watching America This Morning, America's #1 early morning.
Time after time after time, we are watching murderers go free. They hide behind their badges, they hide behind their white privilege, and they use the excuse that they fear for their lives to murder our young people in cold blood.
It's done.
Ex, my brother.
No. Don't think about it.
All you self-righteous assholes do is march and destroy your own communities. Killing me won't change a goddamn thing.
It's a lot different when it's a grown black man standing his ground.
What?
I said Malcolm alleged that some of Elijah's women were underage secretaries, and can you expound on that?
Yeah, well, I guess they were, because they were there. I seen them. I seen them myself. It's all true. It's all true.
Good evening, messenger. You convinced us that you were the last messenger. How many other bastard children do you have?
You're watching America This Morning, America's #1 early morning.
Time after time after time, we are watching murderers go free. They hide behind their badges, they hide behind their white privilege, and they use the excuse that they fear for their lives to murder our young people in cold blood.
It's done.
Ex, my brother.
No. Don't think about it.
All you self-righteous assholes do is march and destroy your own communities. Killing me won't change a goddamn thing.
It's a lot different when it's a grown black man standing his ground.
It's what?
Barbershop conversation, guys. Welcome to the show. Let's see who we got in here, Lincoln. Let's see who we got in here. Keno, Birdman, Jeff Smith, Corey Lee, Boxing, Adolfo. And I appreciate you guys coming through. And without further ado, I got to straighten out. See how my camera's kind of off, Lincoln? I got to straighten that out. But without further ado, the most beautiful girl in the world, Kennedy, Lenny, Jean, Hawthorne, ladies and gentlemen. Hawthorne. Kennedy, Lenny, Jean, Hawthorne, ladies and gentlemen. Great job. Jingle bells, jingle bells. And with the, coming next to the stage, the gentleman, Lincoln, Curtis, Gerald, Hawthorne, ladies and gentlemen. Lincoln, Curtis, Gerald, Hawthorne, ladies and gentlemen. Hawthorne, thank you, dog. Appreciate you. Yes. Okay. You played it twice. All right, man. I appreciate. I got to straighten this out. This. All right. I appreciate you guys coming through. What is it? Tuesday? Tonight is Tuesday. Yeah. Tonight is Tuesday. Get out of here. Get out. See you later. And I appreciate you guys coming through. And I gotta fix. Yes, go ahead. And what's going on in boxing, man? You know, I had a thought today, or maybe I said it yesterday, but no, I didn't say it yesterday. But you know, the irony in this, you know, we got very immature people on the internet, you know, with YouTube channels and choosing sides and not choosing to fight. And two, Crawford, Spence, and Heyman can't agree to the fight. That's like a microcosm of where Negroes are in America. You know, like they need a white man to solve their problem. We need a white mediator. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, we need help. Lord Jesus, we need help. It reminds me of when what's the other fight? Remember when Devin Haney and Gary Russell was gaining a lot of attention? And you had motherfuckers fighting on the internet for a fighter. You know, it's beyond me. And but yeah, we need a white mediator. So if anybody knows a white mediator, can you contact PBC? You know what I mean? Because people, and then on the internet, people challenging, trying to want to take people's lives. And I hate Spence. I hate Crawford. I don't know why. I understand like the fandom of it. I get that. But to want to do prison time over a fighter, you guys are sick. I'm not doing prison time over no fighter. You know what I mean? I'll kill you. Oh God. Man. That's idol worshiping. When a content creator says, I'll die for you, I'll do this, that's idol worshiping. That's a level of idol worshiping, and that's symptoms of not having any male leadership in your life. I don't care if you have a father, don't have a father, but if you have a father and you're still like idol worshiping these fighters, like, man, it's Spence or die. It's Crawford or die. That's pretty intense, you know. That's pretty goddamn different. I'll say that, man. I don't know, man, but you know, it is what it is. And it's just sick. So we need Bob Arum. We need Bob Arum to come in and make this fight, because Al Heyman, the three black amigos, they can't make the fight, so they need to go before a judge, man. We need help from the white man. The white man come and save this fight like they always do. You know what I mean? The white man with Section 8 comes and saves the black family. Because 7 out of 10 of us, right? We can't get it right. I want to kill my baby. Here comes Planned Parenthood. I'm too immature, so I need Planned Parenthood. 20 million murders. 20 million murders, dog. Wow. That's staggering. That's a staggering number. And but the white man gonna come and save us. You know what I mean? Like they did today. Guess who's now fighting on Top Rank? A white man came and saved a black PBC fighter by the name of the People's Champ, Johnny Rice. Y'all know Johnny Rice, right? Do y'all remember Johnny Rice? We got to play Johnny Rice. Johnny Rice is the man. He had the soundbite of the year. One of the sound bites of the year. I don't want to debate y'all. You know what I mean? But Johnny Rice. Johnny Rice. Oh, Michael Coffey. He beat Michael Coffey. I can quit my job, baby. I can quit my job, baby. We got to play this, man. This shit is epic.
You know what I'm saying? And Mom, I'm gonna try to make you a grandma this year. I ain't got no girl, but we're gonna work that out. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and Thank Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me?
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know. Just know I'm watching everybody, you feel me? I got YouTube. I've been watching YouTube for 8 hours at work every night at Sapphire's Gentleman Club. Come on down there.
Okay,
So I'm watching everybody.
All right. Well, congratulations, Johnny Rice. Brian, back to you.
Hey, the key to victory was my mom's, yo. My mom's texted me, called me. She like, tonight's gonna be a test of your endurance. You always gotta listen to moms, you know what I'm saying? And mom, I'm gonna try to make you a grandma this year. I ain't got no girl, but we gonna work that out, you know what I'm saying? Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and thank Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me?
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know. Just know I'm watching everybody, you feel me? I got YouTube. I've been watching YouTube for 8 hours at work every night at Sapphire's Gentleman Club. Come on down there.
Okay,
So I'm watching everybody.
All right. Well, congratulations, Johnny Rice. Brian, back to you.
Hey, the key to victory was my mom's, yo. My mom's texted me, called me. She like, tonight's gonna be a test of your endurance. You always gotta listen to moms, you know what I'm saying? And mom, I'm gonna try to make you a grandma this year. I ain't got no girl, but we gonna work.
Johnny Rice, man. Yeah, you're the only one that keep his name. Yeah, Johnny Rice is the man, dog. Johnny Rice said, I want to thank Al Heyman. Al Heyman thanked his ass, didn't give him a fight. So you know what happened? What's the theme of the night? The white man came and saved the black man. Because obviously something's wrong. Man, let's pull this up. Y'all really need to see this. So my song of the day was Know You Are Love. Oh, yeah, Johnny Rice, baby. Johnny Rice, baby. 6 figures, baby. Let's go to John. Make sure y'all go to Johnny Rice. My man, forever Johnny Rice, man. I really like him, man. He's sincere. He got married. He's building a family. He's keeping a long distance relationship alive. You know, he doing the damn thing. You know what I mean? Johnny Rice is the co-feature. Do y'all see that? The co-feature on what? Top Rank. But let's go even, man. Let's because we got all these. We need the white man to come and save us. The white man. The white man is saving the Negroes again, dog. This is the theme of the night, man. We can't save our community. So we need who? We need Joe Biden and who? Bill Clinton to put in these crack laws to come and save us. Save us. Save us. Help. You see me drowning. Well, guess what happened? 2 former PBC fighters, F.A. Ajaba, y'all know him, right? Remember a guy walked out on him on PBC? Y'all remember that? F.A. Ajaba? Well, he's fighting what? Stephen Big Shot Shaw. You know, he started on PBC, and Al Heyman iced him out because his father disagreed with him because he wasn't playing him. He did what the father was supposed to do, speak up for his son, and Al Heyman says, you know what? I'm going to freeze you out. Yeah, they think I'm hating. Yeah, y'all think I'm hating. I'm adding satire to it, man. I'm adding humor. You know what I mean? Y'all think I'm hating. But look, this is a whole PBC card. The main event and the co-main event is on what? Y'all better start saying thank you, Bob Arum. That's what y'all Negroes better start doing. Because without Bob Arum, we wouldn't have no fights on free TV. It'll be no fights on free TV, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to pay. Shit. Thank God for Bob Arum. I just want to say thank God for Bob Arum. Thank God for Top Rank. Thank God for Top Rank not going to pay-per-view and he going to give us Shakur Stevenson versus the Matrix, and he's going to give us the Undisputed Championship this year. Thank God for him giving us Micaiah Meyer versus the beautiful young lady from Detroit that's trained Alicia Bumgardner. I want to thank him for that, man. I mean, we got so much to thank Bob Arum for. We got so much to thank these white men for. You know what I mean? Thank God for Jake Paul for paying the black fighters, man. Thank God for help building a platform where Carissa Shields can shine. Thank God for Eddie Hearn for help giving Carissa Shields her biggest payday of her career. I just want to say thank you, Carissa Shields. I mean, thank you, Eddie Hearn, I mean, you've done so much, man. Man, these fucking black, man, I see him just turning and spinning and mad and angry. But the truth is the truth. Johnny Rice haven't fought since January 1st, remember? The fights didn't even go viral. His clip went viral. And we had him on the show that Tuesday or Wednesday, man. He was awesome, man. Shout out to Johnny Rice, man. But guess what? He couldn't get a payday. He couldn't get a fight, man. Let me break down Johnny Rice's year. This man upset Deontay Wilder's sparring partner, right? He had a main event down there in New Jersey. I remember it because it was the day I came back from New York 2 Augusts ago. And at the Prudential Center in New Jersey, because I actually went right by it, because I actually flew out of New Jersey, which was shit. What is that airport called in New Jersey? God damn it. Newark Airport. I literally drove by it. The lights was on, and I was like, Mom, I took my mom to New York, and I was like, Mom, look, they about to have a fight. I wasn't interested in going. And Johnny Rice upset that man. And then they had an immediate rematch for January 1st on that pay-per-view. Y'all remember that? And then Johnny Rice said, Grandma, I know you want some grandkids. You know what he did? He blindly met a woman online, I believe, or through a friend. The woman's in Ethiopia. He saved up his money. He used his fight purse to fly to Ethiopia 2 or 3 times, got married. Now they're married. They're waiting to get the paperwork so she can live in America. And in the meantime, you know what he's doing? Oh my God. Yo, you got to turn to the Knicks and oh my God. Yo, you got to turn to the Mavericks and Knicks game on ESPN, dog. Wow. They were just down by 10 and they tied it. Now they're going overtime. You got to see it. I literally can't describe it. But anyways, he got married, dog. This young man got married. And he's committed to that woman, right? He's been an exemplary fighter. And you know what he said on I was listening to Coach Malachi. And he said Johnny Rice said, I had $4. I turned $4 into a couple of $100. And I was sparring. Oh, he said Jared Anderson whooped his butt one day in sparring, right? And then he said, I'm glad I didn't get paid because I had $4 to my name. I went and I made a couple $100 because all I need to make is $100, $150 a day. And he waited and waited and waited for Al Heyman to give this man a fight date, but Al Heyman couldn't deliver. So you know what he did? He went over to Old Zaddy. He went to Bob Arum. Bob Arum did what? Gave this man a fight date, you know? And now we sit here and we about to watch a heavyweight PBC card on Top Rank. And we sitting here debating on what the hell we doing. We sitting here debating if it's real or not. We sitting here debating whether the silence of Lil Steven Espinosa and Al Heyman, what they gonna do with their silent ass? Why are they silent? Aren't they leaders? Where is little Steven at? Where is Al Heyman at? Why they got these fighters out here lying to themselves? Wilder's not fighting 3 times in 2023. Jermell Charlo's not fighting twice in 2023. Errol Spence's not fighting 3 times in 2023. They got these fighters out here lying. And if you think all of these are coincidences, you're sadly mistaken. Jermall Charlo gets a back injury. Jermell Charlo, Errol Spence not fighting till June. Jermell Charlo, hand injured. Well, Gary Russell fought with a bad shoulder, right? He told you that the shoulder was injured. He said, oh, you going to see in the fight. Lo and behold, round 4 or 5, his shoulder goes out. You know, it's a game that we play, and our fandom is getting in front of our common sense. And it's sad. It's sad that I can literally sit here and tell this pro-black YouTube channel, that Bob Arum is literally saving PBC fighters. If you haven't had a check in a year, that means you're drowning. I don't care how much money you make. You could be a multi-millionaire. Once you start dipping into your savings and you see that savings go from $10,000 to $9,000 to $8,000, you begin to like question things like, where am I? What do I need to do? And where am I at? And I need a check. And I'm sure that's what Johnny Rice was thinking, because I've been in that situation. I've been in that situation where I had to go into my savings to save my family. And Johnny Rice was in that position. F.A. Ajaba was in that position. I'm not getting no fights. What am I going to do? Thank God he has some solid representation. You know what I mean? And so now we sit here on a few eves from 2023, and Lil Steven is quiet. Al Heyman is quiet. He's lying to these fighters. These empty promises that Adrian Broner speak of, we're seeing it in real time right now. This is real time. Last year they had a fight schedule, didn't they? Didn't they have a fight schedule? Remember, we were excited. We were circling off of Erickson Lubin versus Sebastian for Endora. Remember that? I remember that. We circled that fight off. We circled Stevie Fulton versus Brandon Figueroa. That was in February. Y'all remember that? That was a good fight. And then Jamel Charlo versus Brian Castano. Those were the three big, and Earl Spence in April. Y'all remember that? Yeah, Ed Reed got the job at Bethune-Cookman. It's gonna be a renaissance, and hopefully for an extended period of time or through perpetuity. That will be better, man. You know what I mean? And but now we sit here, man. We sit here, and Bob Arum comes and saves the day, just like Section 8 came and saved your baby mama. Oh, Fred, you hating. Well, shit. Yeah, Section 8 saving your family right now. Bob Arum is Section 8 to these Negroes, man. Bob 8. Hey, next time I interview Bob Arum, I'm going to say, Bob Arum, I appreciate you coming saving these Negroes, man. Nah, no, I got to get it so he can respond. So I got to say, so the next time I enter, so y'all know, okay? Because if I put race on it, Bob Arum any white man will be hesitant to answer it, right? So I got to say, man, I'm not going to use PBC because that's going to make him kind of shut down, because he don't really, him and that they're on by work basis. So I'm going to say, Al, man, Bob, man, I appreciate you, man, giving these man, you've helped a lot of fighters, man. Get some fight dates, man. And man, I appreciate you for what you did for Johnny Rice, man. That was cool, man. He's had a hell of a year. Yeah. And hopefully I do it before January 14th. I'm inspired now to interview Bob Arum. I'm inspired. He ain't doing nothing this week. He like me. He waiting on the college football championships so he can bet. You know, Bob Arum is a better. You know, we always talk about who we betting on. We used to. You know, who you got this week, Fred? Who you got? And I say, man, I got this. I got this. He says, yeah, I like that bet. I like that bet. You know what I mean? But yeah, Johnny Rice is he got saved, man. He got a check now. He can go fly to Ethiopia after the fight. And if he wins, guess what's gonna happen to Johnny Rice? I guarantee you, Top Rank will have him back in the ring in 4 months. You know what I mean? Who's Foster? Who is that guy? Who's Vargas? I don't even know who those guys are. Send me the link to my DM so I can advertise for PBC. But feel free to come in and holler at your boy, man. Let's try it this way tonight. Let's see what that looks like. What's up, Drew?
What's happening, Fred?
Hey, how you feel?
Oh, just chilling, man. Get some studying done, man. Got my first CPA exam in February.
Okay. Good luck.
Yeah, nah. Taking the easy part first. I'll leave the hard part for the end.
Yeah, your boy Bob Arum saving PBC fighters' lives, man. We got
Who's on that? Who's on that? Who did he put on the card?
Johnny Rice
Against Anderson?
He's fighting. Who's Johnny Rice fighting? Johnny Rice is fighting Guido Villanello. I don't know who he is.
Well, it would make sense. They need to get a couple of heavyweights ready to start Anderson on his run soon.
Right.
Because I think Anderson's, I don't know if you watched him enough, I think he's ready to start making that run in about 3 or 4 months. About 3 or more, about after this year, he'll start really stepping up. Because he's got the charisma. I seen him in New York on the Loma versus Comey card when he came out with the hat and the cane. He's got the goods in terms of, he's got more charisma for an American heavyweight in a while. Like even more than Wilder in just terms of like how to convey that on the camera. Now it's just a matter of getting him to fights to prove that to get him schooled and groomed to take over.
Right. Yeah, he's fighting a guy that's 10-0 with 9 knockouts.
Okay.
Yeah, he's 6'8". Oh, he got a lot of leverage on him. But he hasn't, his last 2 fights were over in Hickley, wherever that's at. Grand Casino in Hickley and Roma. So in Rome. So
he's getting a fight. He's getting a fight before the Charlos, before David and Caleb.
Yeah, man. What they gonna do with Caleb, man?
I think what if they put David and Caleb on a Wilder Andy undercard?
I don't think they can because they need to generate more revenue and bring back the Mexican fan base. I thought about that, but
so they're gonna do 2. They're gonna make that a pay-per-view, Caleb and David.
Yeah,
the last 7-figure Showtime, regular Showtime card where both main event fighters got 7 figures was Castano and Maul. That was over. That was in May.
Right.
Because when Danny Garcia fought Benavidez, Benavidez didn't get 7 figures. Hell no. Only Danny did.
Right. You're right. Yeah, facts.
Fred, is it a situation where AB was the only one that had a contract up?
Now they all got contracts up, man. Who the fuck is this guy? Oh, Ray Vargas versus Shaqy Foster. Oh, this some at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. Nobody's coming.
That's all comped. They're gonna give about 5,000-6,000 comp tickets away.
Well, even they had to do it for Jamel Charlo versus Castano. They had to give away tickets.
I don't know why that fight was in LA anyways. That should have been in Texas in a small little 5,000-6,000.
It was in Texas. Remember?
The first one. The second one was out here. Yeah,
you're right. There you go. Yeah. It's Ray Vargas. How the hell does he get a fight, dog? But they cheap though. Ray Vargas and Shaqy.
Like you said, Frey, it's that cheap labor. They're gonna get nothing but those small Mexicans, the Dominicans, just like MLB. Remember, they had MLB. It's all their black players not from the Dominican Republic.
Yep. And that also means that what? The next fight can't be till March. Because you got to wait till after the Super Bowl and you got to do one.
Because they're not gonna if they don't repackage that January card, keep the dates for those fighters. That lets me know that they were waiting on that Australian pay-per-view money to subsidize the rest of the card.
No, you're right. And I had that conversation earlier with someone where I was saying, will they save the card? If they don't save this card, that means they ain't have the money to begin with. You know, because why would you not allow Tim Tszyu to fight a recognizable name to save the card and all those 10 fighters?
Exactly. Find a fighter to send Tim over there in Australia. Quick pay-per-view. He could sell it. You could still make a buck.
Yeah. You just relocate. Yeah, you can relocate it, repackage it, send Tony Harrison over there on a short notice. And he'll promote the fight. He's a made for Showtime fighter, you know.
Yeah,
you know, he cursed it, so he can't be on Fox. So he's made for Showtime.
So yeah, that's gonna tell a lot. And I'm giving Mel the benefit of the doubt. I do think he's hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give him out of all the guys over there, he's earned the benefit of the doubt from everybody on that roster.
Sure. But it doesn't excuse what's the solution. The solution is the same, whether you fake it or not.
The solution is like, it goes back to what I'm telling Espinosa. Just because you say you're doing more cards, that doesn't mean I'm asking regular Showtime cards.
Mm-hmm.
You saying we're doing more cards, that can mean more pay-per-views.
Mm.
And you just admitted that the pay-per-view is at the discretion of the promoter.
Mm-hmm.
But Al Heyman's not a promoter.
Right.
So, you catch him in them word salads and in that lawyer talk, like Conor McGregor called him the weasel.
Mm-hmm. No, he's definitely wheezing because they're supposed to be leaders. And they're not. I don't see no leadership from them. I see fighters looking around, afraid to challenge Al Heyman. They just looking around, lost.
Check this out, Fred. When's that Tank Davis fight's in a week, right?
Saturday, next Saturday.
Next Saturday. Is there any shoulder programming for that show? For that fight?
Well, it should be coming up this week.
There's only 1 week, as opposed when they used to do 3 weeks.
Yeah, right.
And it's a Tank fight too.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's a week out. They haven't put Tank on no CBS stuff. No, none of the NFL stuff. It's a pay-per-view.
Right.
It don't cost nothing to put him on a set at a Baltimore Ravens game locally. Mm-hmm. At halftime with the guys over there, like, oh, okay. Or at the what's that called? What do they do before a game? Remember how they do the pre-games?
Coin toss.
The coin toss, the pre-game with the CBS crew or whatever. That's not extra money to right. Guys, that's your show, so you could just have him on a segment or something.
Right, because they own CBS. They already paid for the NFL.
Yeah.
All that takes is a call to the owner. That's it. That's all it takes.
That's all it takes. And that's you promote real quick what's a 15-second segment on a pregame show?
Right.
Where 7-8 million people are watching it.
Right. Shit.
Even if you get half of 1%.
They don't want to make money, dog.
No, they don't. They don't think like how to. It's analog ass promoters. For at least if you tell me Eddie Hearn had access to CBS to promote a fight.
Ooh. If Eddie Hearn had Showtime and Fox, oh my gosh.
Or if you put a prime Don King with this much access to promotion.
Imagine Don King with $1 billion head start.
And a social media team. Content creators. Don would be making all kinds of viral videos.
He would be like Deion Sanders. He would have been Deion Sanders.
Exactly.
No, he would have. I'm serious.
He would have fighters wanting to get in a transfer portal.
I ain't lying. Imagine every time you fight, 7 million people watching. Because honestly, there has been times where, like, for example, I remember one of the last times where I was anxiously waiting Eddie Hearn interviews. Remember when they had the Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua situation? I want to hear what Eddie had to say, but not so much now. But it's that would have been like on regular TV. Like I want to hear what Don King has to say.
You're right, though. Don would have been like Deion. He would have had a TV crew following him around to pay him. Don, like, you're getting content views for us. We'll pay you to just watch your day-to-day process of how you cutting deals with fighters, how you putting on fights. He would have made a whole show of it.
He is the show, the programming.
Exactly. People would have just been fascinated with Don King, like, okay, how he's setting up the fights, how he's cutting the deals.
Right. Because Don King went viral every time he put on the fight. When Chavez
and that was in the slow media. That was analog viral.
That was analog. And through the news. Imagine going viral through the newspapers. Don King went viral through the newspapers, man.
Yeah, through the
Sunday morning newspaper.
Print media going viral.
That's
Don
crazy.
King would have had Spence and Crawford on their third fight trilogy.
Yeah, and he would have moved them too.
Yeah, he would have had a fight in the States. Okay, I'm gonna take you guys to Tokyo. We're gonna go wherever.
Yeah, he would have. Go ahead.
Don was one of the first ones that's doing what Eddie's doing. I'm gonna take it to the biggest site fee. It might not be in America.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't do fights overseas though. The PBC.
It's gonna get to that. Well, they don't have the money now, but they tried.
They try. I could tell you why though. They don't have relationships. Like you always said, for they never laid a foundation to have those international markets. They never took guys out there. If they would have took Floyd out there for at least one fight,
oh my God,
you know, in his heyday, just one fight out there in the UK, that would have opened up so many long-term relationships.
Yeah, like fuck the Robert Guerrero fight. Take him over there. Take him. You're right. That would have changed the game, you know. But
we just got to be honest. Nobody over there thinks outside the box in terms of the macro. How do I sustain this buzz when this fighter's gone and establish a foundation 5-10 years from now? And they did that, and Floyd go, okay, take Tank over there. Even now, Fred, if you had control of Tank, you can go like, hey, Eddie, you do the logistics stuff, but I want to put Tank and Hector Garcia in the O2. Guarantee you that's selling 20,000 tickets, Fred. No comps.
Yeah, that's a good. Oh no, that's a great point. Why don't PBC? Well, they can't do it now because he probably has a deal with exclusive with DAZN. But imagine, why don't they bring in and how you change that is you bring in a DAZN fighter to fight a Tank Davis. I don't know why they never use Eddie Hearn, but you know, this personal, and Al Heyman doesn't like nobody, you know, because I mean, he does business how he wants to do business. And Anthony said that they're doing the shoulder programming this Saturday. So we'll get it Friday. It'll probably come after one of their best shows. I don't know what their best show is, but Friday or Saturday they're doing the shoulder program.
Yeah, and you could tell because what Floyd got a couple weeks for his last.
Earl got a couple weeks on Fox. I remember that.
Yeah. Now it's just relegated to 1 week. 1 30-minute episode.
Right.
30-minute episode that probably cost a couple $100,000. Can't cost more than that.
No, if that. But most of that is talent. You know what I mean? Like the lights, the grips, all that. You know, you literally can downsize, you know, and cut off.
The biggest expense probably is the union employees that got to be a part of that.
You're right. The union. You're right. But let me tell you this. Al Heyman is at the stage right now where he wants to show a loss and get the hell out of here. It failed. As said. Adrian Broner said, man, Adrian Broner got so many quotables. He said they bit off more than they can chew. Someone bit off more than they can chew.
He said they need to get a real promoter. That's basically throwing Tom Brown, Louis DeCuba, Sampson. Like, you guys ain't promoters.
No, Tom Brown is not a promoter, man. Tom Brown is a matchmaker, dog. Tom Brown, I mean, the Brown family, the Goosen Brown family has been good for boxing, but Dan Goosen was the promoter. Tom Brown was the matchmaker, and they made it into a family business, you know? And they did great out here in LA. I remember them when I was a kid. They had that gym pumping. I used to see him in the newspaper all the time. And but now Dan Goosen passed away. And him and his flashy, and he was very flamboyant, you know, and he had the sauce over there. And Tom Brown is like a mute. Tom Brown is basically like Welvin the Great, you know, like he is horrible. Like paint dry is more exciting than Tom Brown saying anything. I mean, Dan
Goosen at least had the sauce. Dan Goosen was out there mixing with the media, with the fans. He was accessible.
Well, yeah, his last fight was with Don King. His last fight, Chris Arreola versus Bermain Stavern out here.
That was at the Galen Center. I was there.
Yeah, that was at the Galen. That was his last fight.
Yeah, they were giving us free tickets. USC students got free tickets.
I remember that. They had the section.
I was an undergrad then. Yeah.
Yep. True story. So, but yeah, man, Steven Espinoza. See, here's what I want to explain to y'all. A successful businessman is a businessman who stays in business. Al Heyman has failed on every level, as I told you yesterday. Bobby Brown went broke. Mary J. Blige went broke. MC Hammer went broke. Michael Jackson went broke. Like, you can go down the list of Al Heyman guys that's gone broke.
How did Beyonce prevent that from happening? Was that Jay coming in?
Left? Well, probably was a Rock Nation thing. You know, Rock Nation and Al don't get along too much. I remember that from. Oh man, I remember Andre Ward said something kind of clever and I caught it during the Kovalev promotion. I can't recall the quote, but I remember him saying something about that, about Rock Nation and PBC.
Because that's when him and because Al had a little side deal, like this stuff going on with Ticketmaster and how
side deal. That's how they make their money.
That fiasco going with Taylor Swift and Ticketmaster. That's basically what Al Heyman was doing all these years, right? With all these acts.
Yeah, so I don't know exactly how it works, but they resell the tickets. So they sell it to the
promoter.
The promoter.
The promoter buys the tickets first, and then he resells them to the brokers.
The ticket broker.
So there's there's two. They step on it twice.
Yeah, they step on as many times as they want. But yeah. Yeah. So, but it's big business. The resale ticket is big business, you know, especially when you got a Wilder and a Fury and you know, it's big business, dog. Like, it's super big business. Floyd, oh man, you make hand over foot. Floyd and Manny Pacquiao, and oh man, it's big business, dog. No lie, no cap. You know, and that's how they make the money. Remember, Eddie Hearn got popped, you know, or told on a few years back when he was doing the ticket stuff. But that'll never go out of style. Never, because you got to take into account these guys are making $100,000, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000. These employees, they're always going to take tickets. They're always going to resell them. So they'll never be able to stop it.
Because minus the corporate sponsors that get their tickets at face or free, a regular person trying to get a ticket is not going to get a ticket at face value.
No, you would never get a ticket at. Oh, in 2022?
No.
For a big event, you'll never get a ticket at face value. Never, because why would they sell it at face value? You get what I'm saying? Like, it don't add up.
It's like even now, if I got Rams season tickets, I'm still not selling them at face value.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I can sell to the visiting team for like 3 times what I got it for.
Right. Great point, because 3 of my business partners have Rams season tickets. And last year, they always had to make a decision. Do I go to the 49er game? Do I do this? It was another game. It was another big game they had. But do I go? Because I can get my money back for my tickets, man. You know, it's always that decision, you know, always. Kyle, you got something?
Yeah, I'm just listening in, man. I'm sick as a dog, man. I just had to come in. I was sick as hell yesterday.
Oh,
I listened to the whole show though.
Yeah, I'm glad. How you feel? You
feel
better?
In the rain over there, Kyle?
Man, it's just been hella cold in my house, bro. Like, and then it'd be hella cold when I'm at work. So I'm cold every goddamn where, really.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a doggy dog world now. If I'm a PBC fighter, I'm like, man, you better get it where you can, because that line gonna be long as hell come March, April. Oh, it's gonna be long.
And that's why I'm mad at Fulton. Like, the way they do Fulton, the way they doing Stephen Fulton too. He could be over there fighting Inoue in front of 15 million people in Japan watching it on TV, getting 7 figures for who's paying a 122 pounder in America 7 figures?
Nobody
could make life-changing money over there. And in the event he does win, it's a 50-50 fight. The event he does win, he gets double that probably in the rematch. Yeah,
he does career numbers over there. What's up, champ? He does career numbers over there fighting in no way. But he says he believes in Al Heyman.
And Inouye's got an Amazon Prime deal over there
in Japan.
In Japan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and people got to understand, if you're a businessman, you got to understand the trend. Where's the NFL at? That's where the sports fans are at. Wherever the NFL and college football go, that's where the sports fans are. And but boxers don't understand the big picture of it. You know, it's kind of like where Don King and Mike Tyson went when they left the Showtime, right? It's big business. All the boxing fans went to Showtime. And because these fighters don't understand the business, they just say, I'll just fight. You want to be where the NFL is. That's why we thought the Fox deal was going to be extraordinary. I mean, we thought that was going to be one of the greatest things ever, you know? I don't know how they fucked up that Fox deal.
They fucked it up because all they had to do was copy the UFC model. Just make the fights. Just make hey, this is what it is. This is what we're paying you. Take it or leave it, or sit on a shelf. Because they had
pandemic hurt it a little bit too, though.
They had the
pandemic really hurt them more than anybody else.
Say it again, Kyle.
The pandemic, I think the pandemic hurt the PBC more than anything else.
I mean, well, that's I take it at face value. I would say everyone is fucked up. You know, that bullshit that Bob Arum put on, but he kept paying people. You know, he said the reason why he put on those cards was he told me he had to keep paying his employees. So he had to keep on putting on these cards. You know what I mean? He had to because he wanted his employees to get paid. And that's what leaders do. You know, I didn't like the cards he was putting on. Al went pay-per-view. Al should have went home. Al should have put Jamal and Jamel for free. Everybody's home. I don't understand why these fighters don't understand. Like Sugar Ray Leonard, I don't know the fights, but I remember seeing Sugar Ray Leonard on Channel 7 or Channel 4 when I was a kid. And I know those guarantees wasn't high. I remember seeing Mike Tyson on Fox or something like that. I don't remember the exact fighters, but I remember as a kid, like on a Saturday night, watching Sugar Ray Leonard and watching Mike Tyson. And I don't know why these fighters don't say, hey, Al, just pay me $2 million. I'll go fight the most recognizable tune-up that we can find, and I'll fight him for free. I think Errol Spence is made for Fox. I think Keith Thurman is more made for Fox because he talks more, you know, than Errol Spence. So I don't. ABC, Worldwide of Sports. Remember they had the dunk contest and weightlifting and all that shit. I remember that shit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I just think, honestly, Freddie's been saying it. These guys just didn't want to fight. They were getting paid good money. They didn't want to fight enough. You got to play the game. Like, you're not going to become a star if you're only fighting 2 times a year.
It's impossible. It's impossible.
The way the public moves now is like out of sight, out of mind. At least Floyd and those guys, they fought. They didn't get their big break till like 30 fights in, 25, 30 fights in. But the public knew them because they've seen, okay, I'm out there 3-4 times a year. How long has it been since Jamal Charlo fought? And they had a star, Fred. I was there at the Gala Center when he knocked out J-Rock. They had that was a star-making performance.
Man, wasn't it?
And they kept him on the shelf for another 9 months after that fight. Twin brothers that are champions that talk that shit, and you could and none of those promoters had the vision to teach them a little bit more media training to get a little bit more polish in how they're in their delivery, but put them out there.
They didn't deliver though, right? Because Charlo got a draw. I mean, he lost to Tony Harrison, and then Big Charlo had a bad performance against what's that dude's name, man? I can't think of dude's name. But they had headlined the card together though.
Yeah, but no, what I'm saying is from that moment that he had the knockout against J-Rock, they started matching him like a once-a-year fighter. They didn't put no money to promote them after that.
Yeah, man, he was like the ultimate villain. in that J-Rock fight. He had the most devastating knockout, and he flexed. Like, I remember him did like raw, and he jumped on the top of the ring, and yeah, man, they had something special with the twins, man. They really did. I'm not the promoter guru. I'm just a common sense guy, but it should have been. Boy, they leaving so much potential on the floor, man. Unfulfilled potential to Charlos, man. Because Al was paying them a lot of money or above average prices, but it was unsustainable. And these fighters didn't understand that it was unsustainable. But now they understand it. And hopefully, with the inception of BLK Prime, that these fighters understand their value. You know what I mean? But I still doubt it, though. I still doubt it. I think it's going to be politics as usual. And it's sad. It's sad, Drew. It's sad, man, that as they say, the racist Bob Arum is coming to save these guys. That's what's going to happen. Yes.
If the rumors are true between the Crawford and Spence negotiate, can you imagine if they asked if it was Eddie Hearn or Bob Arum asking Bud to take zero guarantee for the biggest fight in welterweight for the era?
He would be the biggest racist in the history. He would be. You can't afford to pay the black man. Imagine that shit, dog. Imagine that conversation, dog. Oh man.
That was that. They wanted him to take when Spence said he wasn't getting a guarantee either. They wanted them to take that Kathy Duva Sergey Kovalev deal in the Ward rematch.
Yo, did y'all see that? That contract was ridiculous, man. Kathy Duva came up and did Mr. Cleanup Man real quick when that got out. But I don't understand that these fighters don't know the position that they're in. Because even if you listen to Earl Spence when he says that, Earl, you got to understand, like, you can feel when a pay-per-view sells or when it's in mainstream. You know, you get tweets from Magic Johnson. You get tweets from LeBron James. You get tweets from the second and third layers. You always gonna get the Dame Lillard tweets. You always gonna get the Rosie Perez tweets. But when it goes to Rosie Perez contemporaries, when Charles Barkley says, I'm flying to Vegas to go watch the fight on Thursday night of the NBA, and him and Shaq talking about who's gonna win, who they got this weekend, that's like when you know the
Halle
fight.
Berry, when Halle Berry's talking about the fight, because she watches the fight. She watches the big fight.
Yeah, she's become a big fight fan through Carissa and Cyborg, you know. And but when you got Madonna, you got a whole bunch of contemporaries, but not the first layer. When it gets to the second and third layers, then you know you got something. You know, and I don't think Earl Spence has done the legwork to understanding his market, but even Floyd didn't do it. I don't know why Floyd never stepped over Al Heyman. I don't know why Floyd didn't sign the fighters.
You have to have the vision for it. You have to. I love Floyd. Floyd's I have his issue with him out the ring, but as far as a boxing mind, genius. Genius
as a fighter.
But to see what's in front of you with all these fighters, if I just sign these guys and I put the best ones on my undercard for the last 2-3 years that I fight, I'm creating revenue going forward. That's growing the sport, and I'm in charge of that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the result of that.
Right.
And if that would have worked, you would have seen Keyshawn Davis, the Shakur Stevensons, these young up-and-coming brothers signing with him and not Bob Arum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the fact that he couldn't sign Shakur was very alarming. And what's even more alarming is that he couldn't sign Devin Haney. Like, how can you not sign Devin Haney?
And Devin spent more time in your gym than any other of these young guys.
I mean, more time than anyone.
The red flag was 50 Cent. When Al Heyman put a wedge into that.
Yeah.
That's when you should have known something was up. You know what I'm saying? He was like,
yeah, because didn't 50 say, like, Floyd, they robbing you with the way they doing these live gates and these tickets?
Yeah. Oh, Floyd didn't understand. See, you get Floyd $30 million in a Bugatti. Floyd think that he's the man. I don't know why Floyd got excited. He was saying MGM bought me a Bugatti. I'm like, Floyd, that's $1 million. But it's the Bugatti that got him. The $3 million. I'm like, that's $3 million. What are you getting? I don't know how much a Bugatti is. I'll never have one. But he's like, I didn't understand his logic when he was gloating about having a house on the MGM property and having a Bugatti. I'm like, they got you.
You know what's crazy? It's just on a different level. They paid him in a barter system.
Mm-hmm.
Like MGM called one of their whales or someone that owes them money. Like, hey, what can I get this Bugatti for?
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure.
50 cents on a dollar. Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Right. No, you're right. You dead ass right with that. You're always making a deal. You know, I don't know why. I mean,
it's not like they went to the Bugatti deal like, okay, we're paying retail for this.
Mm-hmm. No, they definitely didn't do that. But and also, I'm gonna do a video on this because I want to teach people what partners is. Al Heyman is lying to these fighters, saying that they're partners. He told Floyd that. He told a handful of other PBC fighters, you are not a partner if you're not getting a K1. If Al Heyman is handing you a check, you are an employee, or however he 1099s you. It got to be through K1. If you don't get a K1 at the end of the year, you're not a partner. And that's what these fighters don't understand. They getting 1099 to death, or you know what I mean, or however Al Heyman's paying them, but it's not K1. They're not a partner. They have no ownership. They have no stake. And these fighters don't know these things. And it's just awful that these fighters are getting played. And do
you even think the fighters know that Al Heyman doesn't own PBC, and it's that group with the Ivy Fund?
Yeah, they just bought it and overseas. I did my research. I don't know. I forgot the name of it, but it's in New Jersey.
With an M. I went from Waddell and Reed to another. McQuarrie, something like that.
McQuarrie, something like that. Yeah.
They bought out the other group, and they own basically the fund that has PBC in it.
Right.
And I don't even think the fighters know that.
Oh, they gonna learn. They gonna learn real quick. When they get to April and they ain't got no fights and they realize PBC is putting on one fight a month. And it's cheap labor. It's been cheap labor. Like, people think Tank is in a tough fight. Tank ain't in no tough fight. People say, oh, it's a great card. You don't even know who the fuck Jerome Ennis is fighting.
It's got a couple names, but they're all in showcase fights.
It's a showcase.
Look at Jerome is that guy fighting Jerome Karen is like a plus 5,000. Oh, they're all mismatches. Demetrius Andre saying that the time is now to fight Charlo when it won't be for a unified belt and it'll be at 68.
I don't know why they didn't move Jamal to fight and save this date. You know, why don't they take Andrade off the card and save the date? I don't get it, but
I mean, I feel bad for the fighters because they're not making no money. But then again, it's like, bro, like, you don't see that you're only fighting maybe once every 9-10 months. How do you make? You can't live off that.
Boy, this is sad.
Canelo took that $45 million and dipped out on y'all.
Oh, Canelo robbed the bank. But we knew Canelo was gonna do that though. I was telling y'all, Canelo about the Floyd Mayweather, y'all. He about to put a ski mask on.
And that was Floyd. I'll pay Canelo with Floyd's money.
He did. That's why Floyd was so jealous. Man, I could beat Floyd now, man. All right, man. I mean, him juicing is not hating, but he was determined. He was determined to do every interview he did was on Canelo. He was so mad. He was so mad. He was so mad. It was unbelievable how mad he was. I remember that. I remember what he disrespected Devin. He's like, "Oh yeah, Teofimo is the undisputed champion." I remember that shit.
I remember when he said Shakur and Devin need to leave Tank alone. Stop talking about him. Leave him alone. Let him do his own. Y'all do your own thing.
Oh my God. And then these fans don't understand. He said, "We're doing everything in-house. What's the big deal? I tell you what we're doing." And they still come up with these narratives. Floyd told you he's not doing nothing that's going to be challenging.
Floyd said that Spence Crawford fight ain't happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Before all them.
He did. He did say it. He did say it. Definitely said it. But, you know, it's But Bob Arum's coming to the rescue. Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn.
Like even a guy like Frank Martin, now he's got to wait around to win. They gonna let him fight Isaac Cruz?
At least till Errol Spence fight.
And hopefully Errol get him on his card in May or June.
And I think they got to put a Mexican in that slot.
Isaac Cruz, Isaac Cruz been sitting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He must got an elevator contract.
unless they're saving Cruz for the Wilder undercard. Because then people get Wilder's got to come back too.
Isn't that crazy? Danny Garcia has to come back. Wilder has to come back. David Benavidez has to come back. Tank got his check already.
Earl
Spence has to come back. Andy Ruiz, Wilder, Jamel
Chris Arreola even saying he want to card. Chris Arreola is owed a fight. Frank Sanchez is owed a fight. Wow. God. Who else they got over there?
How they gonna survive? How they gonna pull this off?
Chris Colbert. Who else?
Chris Colbert may not fight on PBC.
Adames at 160 is getting Carlos Adames.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Who's the guys they got fighting for the vacant belt at 140? They got some of their guys fighting at 140 for the vacant belt.
No way. Like he has 10 main event fighters right now that hasn't fought. The two Charlos, Wilder, Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, Earl Spence. That's 6. Who else? David Benavidez. That's 7.
Andy's a main event fighter. That's 8.
Wilder though, but he's gonna go the Wilder way. You got Gary Russell, main event. That's 8 main event guys. How's he gonna pull this off? How the hell is he gonna pull this shit off? Al Heyman needs no less than $100 million because now the networks are gonna overpay him, overcharge him to buy time, and they may not even let him buy time. I don't know.
Well, they might not even, because if Fox is getting out, that means Showtime's gonna be like, this is our budget for linear programming.
Right.
Anything else? Anything else you want? Pay-per-view, we're taking our 10%.
Damn, that's crazy. What's up, Jay?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey. All you.
What's going on, brother?
Man, if you look at what Deion Sanders did in under 3 years at Jackson State, a lot of that success was his son, Junior, getting everything on, just documenting everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna tell you the truth. My team's Florida State, but I was checking Jackson State out every weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I bring that up is because fighters have to realize how Floyd had 24/7. There's no HBO anymore, but it's so much easier now. And I remember after a Spence fight, Spence was like, everybody was trying to interview him. He's like, man, I'm just ready to go home and play with my kids. And unfortunately, and he realized this, but like what a lot of fighters don't realize is like they want that Mayweather money, but they don't realize how hard Floyd worked through the week leading up to the fight. The weeks, the months leading up to the fight. Like he wasn't doing a whole lot of YouTube interviews, but Floyd was working hard, doing a lot of interviews, a lot of appearances. And you have to work hard now that it's, a few years later and we're in the social media age, and Fred know when he go to a fight, he's more visible than the fighters. And that's just what it is. And so now that you're in that type of space where you have content creators are more visible than fighters, it will behoove the fighters to take advantage. It's a reason. I remember Denzel Washington said, Sidney Poitier told him, they asked him, why you don't do TV, Denzel? And he was like, Sidney Poitier told him a long time ago, if they can see you like Monday through Friday, they won't pay to see you on Saturday night. Well, that was true back then, but now it's a new day. All that mysterious celebrity stuff, like those days are over. That's why a lot of, I don't know how popular reality shows are nowadays, because I don't really watch those, but like the past 10 years, reality stars has kind of been more popular than like actress or actors.
Right.
So boxers have to look at that, and you got to promote yourself because it's so easy. If these fans are seeing you day in and day out, and the Charlos, they tried to do it. They had the right thing going, and they had some high quality content they was putting out. But the way they carry themselves and their attitude and their sensitivity, they get triggered so quick that they was just having like too many run-ins, and they stopped, doing the show. I think it was something with the Charlos and it didn't work, but they had a great idea. But if you able to maintain that type of momentum, it won't be no problem moving pay-per-views, or getting Jake Paul crowd at your fights. That's why Jake Paul get those fans, because he's visible every day to his particular fan base. And these fighters, if they want to get that type of money, you just can't. You have to do more than be. And Devin can attest to this. That's why Devin, with the negotiations, he had to kind of, he had to go to Australia twice. Let's just be frank about it, because you got to go where the money at.
Right.
And to add on to what you was talking about, Dion, that's the beauty of having a father that shows you work ethic. So Fred, his son was documenting his dad, and was inspired by the podcast. What's that? $1 million worth of game podcast. That's Barstool saw it, and Barstool offered Dion a deal after his NFL Network contract ran out, and that just turned into them following him when he got with Jackson State. So now that's been the number one recruiting tool for him. The kids see him on the new medium the way they watch it, which is on the internet and all that, and they're like, they see how Coach Prime is coaching. Like, I want to go there. I want to go play for Coach Prime. And Dion already had the magnet. Remember, must be the money. He's already been that guy. Now you just get to see it more unfiltered, and not like with the NFL Network, not the stiffness of the corporate network. He took it, like we always say, Fred, he took it direct to consumer.
Yeah.
Cut out the middleman.
You're right. You're right. Dion did a hell of a job with that shit, man. Dion, and he went from a no recruiting class, and now it's a top 25 recruiting class on short notice.
And guess what? Now we're gonna be watching Colorado.
Oh, big time.
And Colorado, and they got
like that.
And look at, I think he got even a higher ranked in the transfer portal. And I know his agent's smart enough to know, like, look, if the ratings hit X and the metrics hit X, because I got here with the views, then we renegotiate what I get on the other back end. Because if Colorado was averaging, Fred, 700,000 views every game, and now that Dion's there, they're getting 1.3 million.
Oh, it's gonna
You know what I'm saying? You gotta love it.
It's gonna be off the charts. Oh, it's gonna be off the chart. Like I'm literally going, when football season come, I'm literally gonna like mark off the first couple of games. You know what I mean? Just so I can see where they're at, you know. Yeah, it's Dion got it, you know. But the funny thing is, these guys got all these crews, you know, all these fighters got all these crews, but no one has a camera. Everybody got Gucci belts, but no one got a camera. Everyone got on those ugly Balenciagas that Tank be wearing, but nobody got a camera.
Everybody want to be cool, man. You got to be willing to put in that work.
Right. Oh man, yeah, it's sobering to think that Al is responsible for 300 families, man. 300 families. That's staggering, man. And these guys ain't getting checks, man. Oh man.
And Fred, they fire Fortune 500 CEOs for less that are responsible for all that many families. Board of directors get you out of there quick. Look what they did at Disney. That dude was messing up for a year and a half into the succession plan. They made Iger come back. Like, no, he got to go.
Yeah.
And we're forcing you out of retirement to come back and fix this.
Now we really need to, this weekend, the 7th, media really need to need to press Stephen Espinoza for a State of the Union address. Because if you don't have a fight till February 11th and it's a $800,000 card, and you got all these $1 million fighters sitting, if you go from Tank January 7th to Oshaki Foster and Ray Vargas February 11th, and these fighters just sit here and just say, "Oh, that's a good fight." No, they pushing you out of the market.
The fact that you ain't got, why isn't Wilder fighting Black History Month?
Yeah, Wilder should be fighting.
Like he did the first Fury fight. That was during Black History Month.
Second one,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why isn't there a big card centered around Juneteenth weekend?
Or I never understood why Al Heyman never used Muhammad Ali's birthday. You know why? Because it's a 3-day weekend. It's Muhammad Ali's birthday, and that's his mom's birthday. His mom's birthday is January 17th. I don't know why he said he didn't put a card together everywhere. It's bad, man. And I don't understand why these fighters just sit, because at the end of the day, the only fighter that was going to fight on Jermell Charlo's card was Jermell Charlo. So you still gotta find a date for Leo Santa Cruz. You still got to find a date for Mario Barrios. You still got to find a date.
I forgot about Leo.
How are you going to satisfy these people with no dates?
You know what's so crazy? I actually got to go and cancel my room for the 28th because I was going to the fight.
That's dope.
What's so crazy about it is, you know what the last fight I bought tickets to? It was the AB fight in Fort Lauderdale. In Miami.
Oh, yeah.
So it's back to back, and it's like, as a boxing fan, like how much do you how much can you take before you just say, I'll just watch it at home, save my money. You know what I mean?
Wow, yeah.
Not you to mention when you go to the fight, how you get treated as a fan. You already know how that is. So
you might be bad luck though.
I might be bad luck.
Yeah, we might get you're right, we might get Boo Boo and what's the guy's name? Yeah, I got it. Thanks, Jay. Yeah, we might get Boo Boo and Charlo. We might get it.
On the 28th?
No, not on, but I mean like in October, in November. We might get that.
Listen, man. Booba and Charlo's, that fight is like, what, 8 years at least?
Yeah.
Okay, again, I say this every time I'm on. Like, Earl and Terrence made the fight. Y'all saw that what they said today about Roy told. Is Roy training AJ?
No, but it seemed like he's trying to find his way in. Maybe he is. I don't know.
See, that's kind of contradictory. Like, he told AJ not to avoid Wilder. I don't understand that.
Say it again.
He told AJ to avoid Wilder.
Yeah, I didn't watch the interview, so
I didn't either. I just saw the headline.
I saw the headline.
I know Tay did a video on it earlier, and he was saying that Roy advised AJ to avoid Wilder, and Roy, said he was about fighting anybody, anytime, and all about making the big. Anyways, Wilder and AJ make the fight, man. They got, because you nowadays, man, especially, man, the last 3 years when I lost the COVID, man, you're not guaranteed to have 2 more years in your career. Earl Spence with the accidents, like this PBC stuff. Yeah, all this, man, just make those and all these guys in their 30s, man.
Yeah. Al got an old bunch. If I was
those fights, I'm sorry, Fred. Those fights are a bird in the hand. It's not guaranteed that they're gonna be around. You got to make those now and do the trilogy, man, and then you can do all that other stuff, man. Mm-hmm. But secure that bag, man.
And that's where I'm at with Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford. Like, y'all are old, man. Y'all are old. Y'all better go get this money, because I don't see the $15 million options that Earl Spence has in his next fight. I don't see it. He can't fight Sebastian Fordura and get $15 million. He can't fight Keith Thurman and get $15 million. Those are the only two options. Everybody else, he gets twos and fews. I mean, it's still millions of dollars, but man, you better go negotiate. That's why I want these fighters, man, step in front of your representation. I wish I could yell at these guys and shake them up, man. Ain't no way in hell no man gonna speak for me. No way. No way. I mean, especially when it comes to crunch time. What do you mean this fight ain't happening? No, like, you better I don't understand it. I'm lost for words why Jamal Charlo ain't talking.
But see, a fighter do something to them, then they end up doing it to the next fighter. Like, okay, Keith ain't want to fight Earl. And now Earl in a spot where he the man and he don't want to fight Keith, and that's cool, but be careful. And Earl kind of changed his tune the other day, because he's like, I'll fight anybody, because he kind of know he backed into a corner. Because guess what? Mm-hmm. Now Jerron Ennis coming, and Jerron Ennis gonna turn him into, the Earl Keith. So you have to be careful, and it's the business, but it's a dirty business.
Right.
So those tables turn real quick, man.
That's Earl say, the tables turn. Yeah,
so
man.
You got to fight those fights. Earl and Keith should have already fought, even before Terrence came in the picture. That was the fight. But then Terrence moved in the picture, and now Keith want to be back, and it don't work like that. Keith want to go get Pacquiao. He want to get the bag. We understand that, but you gotta see. I remember when Keith got in the car accident, everybody was, making fun of Keith, this and that. Oh, he ain't hurt. Then Earl getting in 2 car accidents. So a lot of times you just got to be careful, of the words, man, because you never know when you're going to be in a situation and how people are going to view it or misconstrue it. So it's just crazy, man. And like Mike Tyson say, if you love me, you'll fight me.
Yeah, if you love me, you'll fight me.
Exactly. Because like you said, Keith did it to Errol. Errol's doing it to Keith. They're both doing it to Ennis.
Yeah, and Al is back in Earl. See, what y'all don't know is Al is intentionally backing Earl into a corner. Adrian Broner said it in the interview. I wish, man. Oh my gosh.
Now you guys are seeing lack of infrastructure play out before your very eyes.
I've been saying that, dog. I've been telling everybody at PBC. Yes, go ahead.
You had Jay say they don't need infrastructure that whole episode. I remember that episode. Jay saying they don't need an infrastructure if they just do this.
Who said that? What
Jay,
episode was it?
Where you were talking about infrastructure at PBC.
Who's Jay? Who's Jay? Which one?
No, it's not Jay. L. Sorry, L.
Oh yeah.
L was saying like, nah, they don't need the infrastructure if they do this.
Yeah. Nah, you need infrastructure.
I remember that episode.
There's no way you can go without infrastructure. Like it's and here's what I would tell Earl. It's weird that you got mandatories and Floyd never had one. Floyd could do anything he wants. But now Al says, you know what? I got to pin this motherfucker into a corner. WBA. Al controls the WBA. Everybody knows that. It's no secret. Everybody knows Bob controls the WBO. Al made a call. I want this to be the mandatory. He called the WBC. I want this to be my mandatory. And now Jerron Ennis was attached to Steven Espinoza. They trying to make that fight. But that goes to see, my common sense tells me this. Where's the cheapest play we can get? Keith Thurman? That tells me that Steven Espinoza made this fight. In my head, here's what I would tell Errol Spence so he can see a 360 view. Steven Espinoza is putting Jerron Ennis in a position to force you to do what we tell you to do. Jerron Ennis is, they say he's going to have 120 days, right? We know he's not fighting Jerron Ennis. We want him to fight Keith Thurman. So now Errol Spence is going to have the option. The option to fight a mandatory, which is Jerron Ennis, or fight Keith Thurman, or vacate.
He's either going to fight those two mandatories or go up in 54 and, okay, you got to fight Fundora.
But there's no money there.
Exactly.
It's no money in a Fundora fight. It's going to look like it's money. Ain't no one paying $500 to get in to see Fundora fight. If you got Terrence Crawford, people paying $500 just to get in the fight. It's going to look like a lot of money when they have it at Dallas Cowboys Stadium. 50,000 people going to be there. It's going to be half Mexican, half black, and it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be a very festive crowd, but the gate only going to do $4 million.
I got to reset, Fred. Let me back in.
Okay. Yeah, so you want me to kick you out? Is that what you said?
No, I'm coming back. I'm coming out, resetting my computer needs to restart.
Okay, got you. So if I'm looking at the total landscape of this, I would say that be cognizant of what's going on. We got Anthony coming in. Go ahead, Anthony.
What's up, man?
Hey, go ahead.
What make you think Earl wouldn't fight Jerron Ennis?
Because if I'm Jerron Ennis's handlers, I want him fighting for a vacant belt. I don't want him fighting Earl Spence because
no. That's not the question. You said Earl Spence wasn't going to fight Jerron Ennis. I'm asking you why do you think Earl Spence?
Business.
Okay, so you're not saying Earl Spence would duck Jerron Ennis?
No, I'm not saying he's ducking him. No, it's business.
All right, that's what I wanted. Okay.
Yeah, it's business. Jerron Ennis is going to fight somebody you never heard of for a belt, and that's how that's the business. That's how it works. And
this fight that he has is for some type of
eliminator, IBF.
Yeah, well, it's some kind of international. What are those things they call
IBF?
Yeah, it's something like that. But
IBF eliminator.
It's the interim belt. He accepts that
interim belt.
Yeah, interim belt. But if he accepts that, if he doesn't accept that, the way I understand it is he could be the mandatory for WBO.
IBF, no IBF.
Well, he could be both. He could also be WBO because Earl's going to fight somebody. He's going to fight Keith Thurman. We already know that. If we're going by like you say, your common sense or your own logic. Mm-hmm. We believe that he's going to fight Keith because that's going to pay him more, right? So Jerron Ennis, I think they're going to push him towards Terrence Crawford.
They're not going to push him towards Terrence Crawford.
Well, hold on. Let me tell you why I believe that. Mm-hmm. I believe I can see that happening because then that brings all the belts back over on that side of the street. If he can beat Terrence Crawford, or Terrence Crawford's going to get stripped, it's going to be something like that. Now, I can see that happen before Jerron Ennis takes that IBF route.
Yeah,
I'll tell you why they probably won't fight, because when do fighters ever fight the fight that the fan want to see? And when does the man ever fight the rising star? Like, why Canelo won't fight Charlo? He want his get back from Bivol, but Bivol like, I want Burnaby. And Canelo got all these guys. He could fight Boo Boo, he could fight Charlo, and those fights been out there for years, man. And it's like they be inventing fighters that we never heard of. Like, I'm a boxing fan. I'm not a casual, but some of these dudes, man, we be hearing of these dudes for the first time, man. And it never fails. Like
who Jerron Ennis is fighting. Like when Sean Porter fought the Formula guy. I didn't know who he was.
Well, that's because these guys are overseas. They're getting on the rank. They're being ranked though. We just don't know about them because they're overseas. Just like we didn't know so much about this Avenasian guy that Crawford just fought.
Right.
But you also mentioned Floyd not being forced on a mandatory. But Floyd, he didn't go around with a belt. He wasn't like he had belts that he had won before, but he wasn't like Earl Spence is right now, like a welterweight champion and things like that. That's why he wasn't getting forced. Just like if you want to talk about somebody not being forced to fight, we should talk about Canelo, but we know what saved him from that because he got a franchise belt.
Yeah. No, Floyd was always a champion at 47 and 50. He never lost his 54 belt. Never lost his 47 belt. He just never was undisputed in the 4-belt era. But Canelo does what he wants because the networks are going to buy it anyway. He's like a B- level of Floyd. Floyd is like the pinnacle. So I would say he's like a B- somewhere in there. But he, like Floyd, the whole world comes. I think Canelo.
Well, in that case, you can't even question why Earl Spence. If you're going to compare Floyd to Earl, you can't even. They're not compatible.
No, they're not. No one's comparable to Floyd.
Yeah,
and you're
not
right.
Compatible, that also. When you.
No, comparable, not compatible. Compatible means they got it.
Well, no, that's the proper word in that sentence.
Okay.
But anyway, I just like a lot of this stuff that you guys are talking about. I already showed Fred this once before. I don't even have the notes now, but no one's putting on any more shows than the other, and you just have to pick and choose if you want to pay for a fight or not. No one's forcing anyone to pay for a fight. Bob them, they have a streaming service, so they're getting subscription fees, to take care of things like that, to keep the money rolling in. It's not the same way over there on the PBC, and you have to choose if you want to pay $69, $49, $89, whatever for a fight. But it's not that they're not putting on cards. Every one of them, I named out at least 14 fighters that Fred said on the PBC side did not fight more than once this year, and all of them had fought twice. I mean, it was so many of them had fought twice, and some of them had fought 3 times. Mm-hmm. So, your narrative is no good, man. I don't see
what fighter fought twice this year.
I named it out 2 weeks ago. I called.
Man, let him talk, man. Let him talk, man. He just let him go.
Yeah, see, Fred wants you to let me talk so I can finish my statement. Then y'all can move on because he knows I'm told the truth.
Exactly.
I pulled the facts out and called him out on it. I don't have the information in front of me now, but
no, stay right there. But what other sport do fans have to get into the logistics and the business so deep? Like, That's not your job. That's not our job as fans, man. Like, boxing got to do better, man.
This is our choice. This is our choice because everybody created platforms and they want to talk about it because the news doesn't talk about it.
Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up, dog. No, this can't be real. I'm sorry. We're gonna break the show right now. Let me show this shit, dog. Is this in real time, dog? I don't. No fucking way.
You talking about the lady in Miami?
Are you serious? This is today?
What?
Get the fuck out of here.
That was last week, man.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man.
What the fuck?
That's irresponsible on so many fronts.
Oh my god!
Because I believe she ended up getting detained, man.
Look at this shit.
Oh no,
the boy got arrested. What? What?
I thought he only have his case.
Let me look at his hair. Let me look at his hair. I want to see if this is current.
Yeah, that's current, man.
Let me look at his hair. Let me look at his hair he had on in the interview.
That's how his hair is right now, Fred.
Yeah.
Well, I want to confirm before I fucking.
Don't they say 32 minutes ago?
I'm gonna say allegedly 35 minutes ago, but he's in Miami, huh? I want to see. Oh,
they've been training out in Florida, I think.
But here's his hair. I want to see his hair. That's all, so I can. Yep, he does have dookie braids, that braid shit, whatever it is. Oh my god. Look at this dumb nigga shit, man. Dude, this Murphy's Law shit is fucking insane.
It was a domestic dispute.
I don't know what it is, but what's up, champion? I told y'all they were gonna force Spence and Thurman Crawford fight. Not happening. I just uploaded it.
So champion,
I'm not reporting this until I get more information.
Well, hold on, champion. How is that forcing Spence to fight Thurman? Like, who else would he fight besides Crawford? Like, where he's gonna get that type of money, that type of notoriety? Like,
hitting the baby is crazy. This nigga hit a baby. Hold up, dog. Like, hold the fuck up. What he did? Let me see. Let me read. That nigga got a problem now. I just did. Thank you. Let me read it. Look at her last post. Who's her? Who's her? Who's his girlfriend?
I forgot her name.
Who's Tank's girlfriend? Put in the chat. I know you got. They all date these. Oh my god, he's in. I'm charged domestic violence, and they gonna let this nigga fight Saturday? Hell no, I'm not, man. He hit a woman. This dumbass nigga, man. Oh, it's alleged. It's alleged. But where there's smoke, there's fire. You know,
you say Tank fight Saturday?
It's on the 7th of January.
Get the fuck out of here. I ignored that comment in the thing because I thought it was old. I apologize, man. Someone put it earlier. Promotion? Who's his girlfriend, y'all? Y'all, because they all date these model chicks, man. They all date these influencers, man. You know, it's like when we chase. Well, I never chased, but you know what I mean? It was different when I was younger. We just saw them on TV. We didn't have no chances meeting them. Now, unless you were at Century Club with me.
Dude, I don't think that's true. Because I just typed that in Google. It was something that came up right away.
Yeah, something.
D Retta, is that her name? D Retta? That's his girlfriend name. Well, that's his hair. He got the little dreadlocks. That's his hair. He's in camp. So it is, yeah.
Dude, that would have came right up. I mean, I don't see that.
Well, it'll be out in the morning. It'll be out in the morning.
It would be on.
That would be right now.
Well, TMZ gonna pick it up.
This just happened.
But let's. What's her name? D Retta. D-R-E-T-T-A. D Retta. D Retta Star. That's his girlfriend.
Yeah, this happened in Broward County, man.
D Retta. Is that it? Let's see. So I can.
Oh yeah, he just got arrested.
And this nigga, I'm done with this nigga. I can't support. He remind me of one of my students. But man, you can't keep putting your hands on women, dog. Let me see. Tank Davis. We gonna crack
The
this
first
code.
thing that comes up on TMZ is something from March 2021.
Broward County. Tank Davis, Broward County Jail.
Yeah, because
Oh,
Parkland, that's
old.
No,
No, this shit old, man.
Yeah, that ain't nothing.
Wait, this shit old. Let me see.
Do he fight Hector Luis Garcia next week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, this shit old.
Yeah, that can't be. Yeah.
Nah, this.
It would have came up right away. I mean, you type in Tank Davis arrest, and it would have came right up. I mean,
do we got any police officers out there in
If
Florida?
this page posted, it's new.
You think it's recent? I'm not putting out no false rumors on no nigga. Nothing like this. The link as well. Just sent it to you, bro, on IG. Thank you. God damn.
Nah, it's real, man.
This nigga, man. All right, we about to pull this nigga. The link didn't work, so I got you. Thank you, dog. This nigga, man. Get the arrest date 12/27, dog.
Yeah,
I got you, dog. I got it. I got it right here.
And it's in Parkland. Parkland, that's Broward County, Fort Lauderdale.
Let me put this in so y'all can see
That's
it.
the police department.
somebody got it on YouTube. I see some put YouTube.
Y'all remember? Do you guys remember the Parkland shooting?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the charge: battery caused bodily harm, domestic violence. Look at this nigga, man. Man, this nigga's in jail. He's on weight though. He's 140. He weighs 140. He's on weight.
Now, Fred, look at the arresting agency. That's the Stoneman Douglas, Parkland, Florida. That's the shoot where the mass shooting was. So yeah.
It's all over Twitter. Man, this nigga, man. Stupid ass nigga, man. Why he not with Kevin Cunningham? Why is this nigga not with Kevin Cunningham, dog? He got some fucking man. Listen, I told you this Murphy's Law shit is real. Y'all think it's you fucking with divine intervention. Earl Spence car accident, Jamel Charlo injured, Tank Davis. Y'all fucking with divine order. Y'all over there fucking up, man. Y'all over there fucking up, man. And because I've seen him play out, I would lean on the side that is true. But man, you innocent until proven guilty.
Hey, Fred.
Yes. What is 78403?
Fred, what's the best indicator of future behavior?
Your past behavior.
There you go. Previous behavior.
Yeah. Damn. I'm not buying this pay-per-view. I'm streaming that hoe. He ain't getting my money. Nah, he ain't getting my money. Damn, damn. Yeah. Someone from PBC just told me it's true. Damn. See, you never know who's watching this show.
Yeah, when you saw the city, you knew it was true.
Damn.
Well, I'm in Florida, so
let me Google this crime. I don't know what the crime is. Hopefully it's not on a kid, man. Well, hopefully it's not on a woman either. 784.0.
And battery could be anything. Battery could be like grabbing somebody, you know.
But you go to jail though. Fuck, like shit. You got no discipline? 78403. You got no discipline, dog?
That's that circle, man. You gotta,
182.
Company you keep.
182.
If you're in the right company, they're not gonna even let you get in that type of situation. It's too much to lose for everybody. So the fact that it's a girl or a guy that's letting them even get in these type of situations, definitely got
offense. Battery occurs when a person actually and or intentionally touches or strikes another person against the will of the other. It's definitely against a woman. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the flying fuck out of here. Y'all think I told y'all I did a video a week ago. When you fuck with God's divine order, y'all, I told y'all this Earl Spence, car accident. Jamel Charlo, injured. Tank Davis, shit. Y'all motherfuckers better be wilder for real. Y'all better move y'all asses to Alabama and fall in love and hold your wife's hand everywhere you go. I'm just keeping it a buck. I learned my lesson and I ain't fucking up again. Like I'm telling y'all, like nothing as tragic as this shit, but you get warnings, man. You get warnings. That's why, Fred, why you come on every night? Because I want to keep my ass home.
What's understood don't gotta be said, man.
Exactly, man. Like, no, man. Like, man, this I got no respect for Tank, none. And y'all can tell him I got none. I'm done with this dude. Done.
But you know, innocent until proven guilty. But like, but like AB say, keep me busy. Keep me busy because he know himself. You got to know yourself, man. You know,
everywhere he goes, he gets into trouble. Baltimore, he gets in trouble. Atlanta, he misses weight. Here, man, come on, man.
Whoever that chick is, man, he need to get away from her if it's the same girl.
No, he needs to leave Calvin Ford. He needs to leave all them Baltimore men in Baltimore. They obviously don't have control on him. This fight ain't getting canceled. They're gonna bail him out. He gonna fight. But here's the catch now. I'm gonna let you go next. Because this is now the jurors are watching this shit. All those white reporters, they reporting this shit in Baltimore. They like, oh, we got him now. He shows a consistent behavior. He's abusive. So now what they gonna do? Now every potential juror in Baltimore that he has a trial in January, I'm gonna mute you, Q. We'll be reading this in the morning. The Baltimore Sun or whatever it's called, you know, it's arrest report will be available in the morning. I'll hold judgment until then. Okay, I will too. But I mean, it's just, oh man, I'm not buying this pay-per-view though. I'll tell you that much, because I wouldn't put myself in this. Fred, do you think that'll happen to you? No, it won't happen to me. It's not happening. Fred, nope. The worst thing that can happen to me is a car accident. You ain't gonna see me nothing else. That's it. You ain't gonna see me hanging around with motherfuckers with blunts and gang. You ain't never. Oh, Fred got killed by a gangbanger. Nah, that shit ain't. That's like 1% chance. Come on, man. Q, what's up, man? This motherfucker got arrested for battery 9 days before his fight. You can't hit women as a fighter. That's like a teacher molesting a child. Fighters can't put hands on people.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Q.
Yeah, but yeah, that yeah, I knew. Yeah, it popped up on ESPN on my phone. On
ESPN?
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to get this motherfucker. God damn.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, Mike Coppinger gonna have a ball with this one.
It's true. Yeah, that's a rich area, Parkland.
He's probably renting a house out there. He's renting a house out there for camp.
Yeah, I knew he was on training here before I heard about it. Yeah. But
get the flying fuck out of here.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. When there's smoke, there's fire, man. So, but like you said, they ain't gonna do nothing but give him another slap on the wrist, bail him out on it.
Oh, he's getting bailed out because you're gonna get bailed out. It's not a. They'll bail him out. Al Heyman will be there in the morning, or Louis DeCoupis will be there in the morning to get the money, and he'll be out. And this is some bullshit, man. It's some bullshit.
What the hell, man, going on with them PBC fighters? What the hell? They all on in the Final Destination movie, man. What the hell?
Now Tank just bought a house there last. Oh yeah, so he owns the house. Yeah.
Oh, so he owns the house there now.
4.5 million. How you gonna keep that mortgage up?
Sure.
Who the fuck told Tank to buy a $4.5 million house?
Where's the house at?
At least he was smart enough to buy it in Florida, though. Yeah. At least he was that smart. But I'm just saying, why would you buy a $4.5 million house?
Probably in Parkland. Yeah, that's Broward County. That's a rich area. That's that's a rich area. That's like one of the richest areas in the state of Florida.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. We know about the area, but you know, AB down there too. Not AB, Antonio Brown. They can live in a rich area, but you bringing you to the rich area.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and you know, it ain't sweet down there. You know where they hanging out at. So I mean, it is what it is.
I see you got 407. Or you Orlando? You in Orlando?
Yeah.
He has
Oh,
it in
okay.
the truck.
Well, sure. I'm like, well, sure. Well, I'm in Lake County, so.
Yeah,
Sure,
I'm from Orlando, but I'm in Daytona.
Oh, you in Daytona? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know about Lake County. Where you at? Groveland, Claremont?
No, I'm in Leesburg.
Oh, Leesburg. Okay.
Yeah.
You know the Sampsons? You might as well get that next question out the way. You know the Williams?
Hey, but we know where all the football players come from. Ain't that right?
I know. I'm just fucking with y'all. You know how the old people do when they talk.
Man, I'm so happy. Doggone Ed Reed got it, man.
Yeah, shout out to Ed Reed, man, for stepping up to the plate, man.
That's my alma mater, man.
Okay. Oh, you went to Bethune? Okay.
Yeah, I graduated 2007.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. So
okay, Wildcat, I see you.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Damn. Unfucking believable.
Fred, check that video out when you get a chance.
I am.
Man.
Oh, I am. No, for sure I am. For sure. I always watch what you send me.
And I think the audience will be interested in that too, man.
Yeah.
Get the flying fuck out. This motherfucker's out of control, man.
Yeah. That's like what, the third incident?
He's out of control, man. He needs a man in his life. I told this nigga that, but I told Tank this. I told him this. I told him, AB will tell you, man, I was on them like flies on shit because they remind me of my students. Remember I told you I had a population. Everybody's on probation. Everyone come from a single parent home, adoption, whatever the case. Man. Nah, Ford ain't gonna play with him because they put that other motherfucker in jail. The one with Shakur Stevenson. He in jail right now. The guy that was the other fighter that was with Shakur, he doing 3 years.
Yeah.
Florida don't play, period. Florida about that money. Florida's about that money, man. That's why I kind of like Republic, because I'm not a threat to nobody in society. That's why I like these. I live in a Republican city now. Ain't no crime. I ain't got no crime in my city. You know, my biggest fear is the temperature and these wild animals. That's my biggest fear. I'm serious. I went running when I first moved here. I'm like, God damn, it's cold. You know, like I ain't doing that shit again. I'm running in the morning. You know, and I can't run at night because we got because you know.
You got coyotes?
We got coyotes, we got deers, we got bears, we got snakes, we got all that
mountain
shit.
lions.
Mountain lions, yeah, coming
Fred,
down from the mountain.
Those early mornings and late nights, you got to be careful.
Yeah. No, I wait till the sun come up. I don't fuck around. I wait till the sun come up.
Because I got gators, I got snakes.
Yeah.
We got all that. We got all that.
Dre's friend, one of her great friends, had a bear. We all neighbors. Had a bear in her yard.
Oh man, I just had one in my yard. Last night,
man.
Messed up my trash, man.
Yeah, but I had a coyote kill a squirrel in my yard.
Dang.
And left the bones. I got a picture of it. He's on probation now for domestic assault.
Yeah, for the last case.
And see, that's the thing when you're on probation and you get in trouble.
They might not let him out on his own recognizance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're gonna have to probably cancel that fight.
Nah, they ain't canceling that shit. Nah, the judge is in cahoots with the people at large, man. You know. Yeah, they ain't gonna cancel that shit. They gonna have to the head of Paramount Global's gonna have to make a call. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But this is. But I'm telling you, when you fuck with divine order, y'all be. I told y'all this. When you fuck with God's timing, when God said this is yours, and you say, God, I want more seasoning on this motherfucking plate that you handed me, man.
Yeah.
I don't want water. I want Kool-Aid. Y'all playing with divine order, man. Y'all playing with divine order. I'm not. Learn from my mistakes so y'all don't have to make them. Okay. What's up, Champion Heart? What's up, champ? He done extended this show. I was planning on getting out of here at 9:30, man. What's up, champ? I was gonna play the pizza episode. Him in Vegas. What's up?
Can you hear me?
Very well.
Yeah, man. I don't know who was that was asking me. Well, it's been.
Nah, we can't hear you, dog.
Can't hear me?
You
Nah, you choppy.
Yeah, I'm in a bad area, man. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Let me
Hit
try.
me in 5 miles. Hit me in 5 miles.
Yeah, let me try. Yeah, try and cover it. Okay.
All right, fool. Drive safe though. But yeah, man, I can't believe this shit. Man is on probation. He got so mad that he put himself in this position. Dude, I'm gonna tell you what I text my boy. I need y'all really need to hear what I text my friend, my dear friend. Yo, I'm reading the text. My dear friend, I'm reading the text. I says, yo, I just saw that Tory Lanez decision. I'm glad you kept your composure. No, I'm glad you kept your composure. No confirmed evidence, and he's still found guilty. I'm gonna tell you about my friend. My friend was in a relationship, was in a marriage, and a woman, his wife, got so mad with him. She was trying to set him up, and I would go and sleep in. This is a side of me that y'all don't know. I would go and sleep in his office with him. I would get out of my house, drive my car 50 miles. He's 50 miles away, and sleep in his office with him, just to make sure everything went okay. And I'm so happy that he didn't respond. Now they went their separate ways. The divorce is final. You know what I mean? They can go their separate ways. He got his money. She got her money. They co-parenting, and it worked out, you know? And but yeah, man, it's I just texted him that Thursday when the Tory Lanez decision came out. Y'all gotta keep your composure. The moment the woman gets mad at you, she's a part of the state. Do you guys understand that? She is a witness for the state. The moment you want to, don't touch women, man. Don't touch women. The clerk is a woman. The lady that types is a woman. Everybody is a woman in that. Y'all, we talked about it last week. Y'all know everyone is a woman except maybe the judge. You know, it's always gonna be more women on the jury because men work. And it's never gonna be 7 men, 5 women. It's always gonna be 7 women, 5 men. All right. And I just encourage you. You put a woman in a compromised position, she's a part of the state, dog. Oh yeah, she's a shit, and she knows it. So shout out to all the men that's keeping their composure, getting out of situations, man, because it's unfair. It's really, really unfair, man.
Yeah, Fred. That's why I was going to say that he needs to get away from that lady. You know, whoever she is. If it's the same one that he keeps getting these domestic charges with, man, because you know, I mean, he probably already has, you know, a short fuse.
Hey, this is a different woman, dude. This is a different woman.
It's a different woman?
Yeah. It is.
I don't know. Who's he
dating?
dating,
Around
dog?
the wrong type of girls,
but
man.
Who's he dating?
The thing about it, it's a different woman, but it's the same woman, because if you look, what they say, money just magnify like what you got going on. If you look at
it just illuminates who you really are, your character.
Floyd's daughter, she just got 6 years probation, right? Mm-hmm. And so, you know, her and Youngboy had the baby together. You know, Youngboy got 2 more babies after that. Mm-hmm. He posted a picture the other day holding 2 little babies that's younger than Floyd's grandson. Mm-hmm. And obviously they're not by Yaya, so, but he probably got another type of, you know what I'm saying? A woman that's willing to have a baby by a dude that already got 10 kids. Youngboy like 10, they'll be like 12 now, and he 21. You know, more power to him, you know. He definitely have the means to take care of the kids, but like, I don't know, you know, as far as the 2 parents are concerned, I don't know how, you know, good that is for the kids, but
But the whole thing, man, when you get with a you know, with a classy woman, man, they even if you a man that don't know how to walk away from situations because your ego or whatever, you know, that's hanging you up, that woman, she don't want to get hit. She walking away. She know when to be quiet and get the hell out of the way. You know what I mean?
Seen
So
and I heard.
he need to get around a different character of women for sure.
No, it's him. No, he need to change himself.
He need to change too, but it ain't gonna help for him to have the same character woman around him either. You know,
When you change,
but that speaks to compatibility as well. So like she don't necessarily got to be the most classiest woman, but you guys need to be compatible with each other, because she's not going to even put you in that situation like Stephen A. Smith talked about a long time ago. He got suspended. Elements of she's not going to even provoke you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about right there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying he's not at fault for not
absolutely
for not being able to restrain himself, but you know, just a certain type of woman gonna walk away because they don't want to get hit. You know what I mean?
I only like a classy woman don't think about getting hit. I think she thinks about the bigger picture.
Right.
You know, like you know what I'm saying? Like
I get it, but I'm saying you take a girl like, I mean, I only know her from the screen, but I would have thought Robin Givens was a pretty classy chick, but she still got with Mike Tyson, and you know, she found out at some point this dude's nuts. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm sure she wasn't hanging around, you know, with it rolling her neck, talking trash. She probably was trying to get the hell out of there. You know, real quick, man.
Yo, this is insane.
That's a great interception.
This is fucking insane.
Yeah, that's sad, man. That's the best fight we had to look forward to. God dang.
Well, Ryan Garcia
and you about to. I was just about to go there, Lou DiBella, and I need to post what Lou DiBella said, and we gonna have a full blown conversation. So I don't give a damn what side of the fence you on. I just lost my fucking train of thought. Oh, you never get rid of that woman beater stigma. You never get rid of it. You never. It never goes away. Never go. He's a woman beater. He's gonna be known as whether it's true or false. He's a woman beater. I can't cover. Listen, I
don't agree with that statement, Fred. I don't agree with that, bro.
Listen, you never get rid of it. It never goes away. Mike Tyson, he never got rid of the Robin Givens shit. Never. You just mentioned it.
Yeah, but
never.
I mean,
but you just mentioned it.
But he got rid of it as far as he had been back in that.
You just mentioned it. No, you just said he's crazy. 30 years later. That was 1991, 1988, some shit.
Fred, I'm talking about history. I'm saying right now, when's the last time you heard about Mike Tyson beating on a woman? He got rid of it.
But I agree with you.
Okay, you just said you can never get rid of it.
No, you never get rid of it.
You can't erase history. You can't erase history. No, you can't erase history.
Okay. I'll agree to disagree with you. But look, I got to show y'all this Lou DiBella. So if you pro-black, and because Lou DiBella is white, so if you pro-black, I don't know if you want me to pull it up. All right, I'm just forewarning you right now. You know what I mean? But this is what damn, it's a different woman. Damn. Wow. Let me go to Lou DiBella's tweet. And damn. If you pro-black, you're gonna be mad at Lou DiBella. I'm just gonna say it right now. This will be headlines because all the white people are gonna use this tweet now. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. All the people who hate Tank David because they don't want to call him a woman beater, they don't want to be known for it. So this will be the tweet that people will use. All right. What's up, Lincoln? I've never in a million years thought about hitting Dre. Never in a million years. Never. Look at this shit. A man who's serially beats up women is a piece of shit, period. I don't care how good you are at your sport, boxing. Mm-hmm.
Always focus on the front notches of the rim.
Mm-hmm.
Court of public opinion.
Yeah, it's supportive. Yeah, that like it's.
Now you got to do public relations damage. That's money within itself.
Been watching YouTube videos. Love it. All right, yeah. But yeah, man, it's
And see, this is where your branding and your publicists, and see, going back to what I was saying earlier about making yourself more visible. If you guys busy doing that, you don't even got time to be getting into quarrels like that.
Yeah,
but you gotta upload, edit. Your man gotta, hey, oh no, take that part out. I don't want to see it. You understand what I'm saying? It's too much. What they say, I don't mind double playground. They got too much time, man.
Man, listen. I think fans, you're innocent until proven guilty. That's cool. I think fans should hold their money until we find out the results. If you got a ticket to this fight, you need to get your money back. You need to get your money back. I'm just.
Are we saying potentially another fight? I just talked about canceling Maroon for the Charlo fight.
He's probably mad at trying to lose weight, man. No, he lacks masculinity. I don't know why listen. Okay, here's the lack of common sense. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. If I'm training in Dallas, Texas, I'm training with Derek James, right? If I'm moving to Broward County, I don't know how far it is from Coach Cunningham. I have no idea. But if I'm moving to Florida, I'm not taking these Baltimore dudes with me. And I know I need a man. I know I need a male figure, mentor in my life. Why isn't Kevin Cunningham in his corner? I told y'all a year and a half ago when y'all called me a pussy. When Floyd stepped his ass from the crowd into Calvin Ford's corner, I said he's not worthy of being, he can't lead. And Fred, you hating this, you hating that. No, he's not a leader. And then he gets disrespected at the press conference when Floyd don't even mention his name. But we sit here and we just take this shit because we're fanatics. We got these hero concepts that we believe in. Oh, he's a great fighter, so he's more important than my integrity, than everything my father taught me. Or if you was raised by a single parent. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm in New York, I'm going to I may go to what's the young brother's name that got I would go with, he got Havoc. I would go to Havoc. You know what I mean? Like, he's a good guy. I don't know. But if you move to Broward County, Kevin Cunningham got to be a part of my team. He's a no-nonsense guy. Man, I don't know. Like when you move to Vegas, everybody wanted to be trained by Floyd and his brother, right? I don't understand, man. Everybody on Tank's team needs to be fired immediately. You're not doing your job. Why is he sleeping with her in the fucking house 9 days before the fight? I don't understand it.
I think you're taking this too far, bro.
Well, you can call it what you want. And that's where I go too far.
I mean, yeah, because you putting a decision that Tank made off on all these other people, man. I mean, you holding Tank accountable, or you trying to? I mean, that's just taking it too far, bro. I mean, so.
Hey, Ant, I think he's talking about Tank right now, but I think in his mind he's looking at the bigger picture when it comes to all of these fights.
It's gonna get good. Hey,
I get it, but it's just it's one person's decision, one person's actions. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, somebody could be standing there right there telling you, "Hey, man, come on, let's go," and then you jerk away and go off and hit him. I mean, what is my fault? No,
I'm not blaming him. I'm not blaming him.
So you can't blame that on the coach. I mean, I think the coaches are there. At least I've been seeing them train. When I'm watching the Rise podcast, but I mean, I just think that's just taking it too far. I mean,
I know you can call it too far if you like. That's fine. I'm comfortable with you taking it too far. But I'll say this. This puts Steven Espinoza in the hot seat. Steven Espinoza stands on integrity, stands on the protection of Black women, stands on the protection of the Black culture. What is he gonna do now? The pressure is on him. Is he about money? Go to his tweets. Oh, this motherfucker love this shit. Oh, this motherfucker love. Oh yeah, Black people this, Black people this.
Y'all better hope it's no video, because that can really.
Man, listen. I guarantee. Man, listen.
Remember what happened to Ray Rice?
Oh yeah, that left hook was vicious, right? Right hook, whatever.
He did it to himself, but
yeah, he did it to himself. I can't believe I watched it. I only watched it one time. I can't watch that shit, man. 2 weeks ago there was a woman fight, Ebony Bridges on DAZN. I had to change the channel. Because the woman was hitting each other. One had a big eye and this and that. I leaned on
whoop, man. She was getting beat up.
Yeah, I couldn't watch it, dog. I watched 30 seconds of that fight and I changed the channel. I just went back and checked when Dillian White was fighting.
Yeah, I just don't think things like this necessarily define the person. I just think that he needs the right help, because you have to.
I just said that.
Yeah, but you also trying to make this where this defines him. You know, like he can't come
right
back.
Now it's definitely gonna define him. No, you can come back. Malcolm X is my guy.
It's not just you that talking. It's somebody else that said something.
Malcolm X is my guy. I believe in redemption.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. When you bring up Steven Espinoza and all those type of things, and what are you gonna stand on? I think he should stand on the fact that, hey, let's get him some help, that people that's going to help him to think his way through things like this, because that's where it comes from. It's a lack of being able to think your way out of these situations.
Man, you always trying to let somebody off the hook, dude. You always want to let somebody off
I'm
the hook.
not trying to get him off the hook. I'm being logical. You know,
this is big news, man.
This is, you got to be rational about these things versus just blowing it up. You know, I understand that's Fred's job. I mean, he's running the platform. You know, he got a job to do.
Oh, I'm having a conversation.
Right. So that's what I'm doing. But now, why I got to be trying to get him off the hook? I'm just talking.
No, you are. It's cool though.
Okay, that's how y'all do it. But what if I just say, oh, you trying to press this dude? You want everybody to be angry at this guy. You don't want anybody to forgive him.
No,
like that. Well, I can go with that narrative based on what you're saying.
Yeah,
right?
and
I can say that you're trying to convict a guy before he even go to trial.
Yeah, all I'm saying is, well, you're gonna disagree with me anyway.
No, I'm just saying, be fair. We having a conversation.
I am being fair. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
I'm saying we having a conversation. We having a conversation. I could have a perspective as well. Don't say I'm trying to get somebody off the hook. That's all I'm saying. Because I can go and run that narrative for you.
No, hey, it's Marcos Villegas. Marcos, I gotta find this Twitter handle.
Wisconsin got a damn good defense, boy.
Oh, did the game still on?
Yeah, third quarter.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's out in LA, huh? Is it at the Holiday Bowl?
I think so. Their defensive coordinator probably end up getting a head coaching job. He's a good D coordinator. Mm-hmm. But in any business, if you look at it, any business, you got shareholders, and the shareholders are the customers, the fans, the people that work there, the board of directors, and it's only so much. You see Elon Musk, he's like, he got to step down as CEO of Twitter because that Tesla stock is like taking a nosedive.
Yeah, that's why he's doing it. You're right.
So, like, how many blows? Like, you can only take so much bad press. And Tank is one of boxing's top stocks, if you want to look at it like that.
Yeah.
So, innocent until proven guilty.
Right.
And, we wish him the best, but like you're on the brink of the Ryan Garcia fight. It should be a big year. This should be a banner year for Tank. And this is not how you want to go into the new year, with these type of things. It's just not a good look. Especially when the sport is struggling, the sport is struggling. But I definitely get where you're coming from, Ant.
Yeah, because when you talk about the coach, he's firing all that, he shouldn't take all these Baltimore Negroes down there and all that stuff. For all you know, the coach could have been saying at a different house. Somebody called him, he rushing, flying to get over there, and this dude had already went off. I mean, just saying, man. Be fair about the conversation.
Be fair. Here, let's just be real. This is what the third offense, Fred.
I don't know the numbers.
That's not what I'm talking about.
It's multiple.
No, I'm not done. So his team was there when he grabbed her on camera. I'm sure his team was in Baltimore when he hit the pregnant lady, and now his team was them in Florida. Like, where is the foundation to look, Tank, just chill?
I remember the grab.
6'4". Yeah, 6'4". Yeah, 6'4" was right behind him running. He didn't try and stop him. He was afraid. Listen, ain't no man. Man,
you said 6'4" or Coach Ford?
No, 6'4".
That's his name. That's his name. I guess he's 6'4". But that's what they call him. That's Al Heyman's road manager for those guys.
Okay. Well, see, I'm just talking about you said the coach and all that. That's all I was talking about.
No, you got to. You have to. Listen. It could be the defensive coordinator's job. It could be the offensive coordinator's job or fault. It could be the special teams guy fault. You're getting fired. Jim Fossil was getting fired when that wide receiver got that punt, when they eliminated the Giants out of the playoffs and the Eagles ran for that touchdown.
Deshaun Jackson, right?
Yeah, Deshaun. He got fired. He got fired
that next day, right, Fred?
Yeah, he got fired that next day. Yes.
And the guy that gave it up, one of the defenders got cut.
Mm-hmm. Al Heyman has no control over these motherfuckers, man. None. Al Heyman, and then you got to put these people in position. All these guys are getting cases, man.
All I'm saying,
many of these guys are getting cases. Yes,
they don't have a cleaner. Like all these NFL teams, they have PIs following these guys. So if in case anything goes awry, they clean it up real quick. Keep it internal.
We're not talking about the NFL, bro.
I'm talking about big. Al Heyman's running around with money. Like he has enough money to incorporate that in the budget.
Not the NBA. You talking about two different sports, man.
I'm talking about how multinationals run their business. Same thing as a Fortune 500.
Jones the same way. Like, how can you?
I'm not talking about just a sport. If you go to a Fortune 500 company, they have people following their C-level executives for security and for
this is not
anything.
A Fortune 500 company, man.
He works. He's on a Fortune 500 company.
What?
His platform is a Fortune 500 company on the S&P 500 that he's getting money from.
Paramount Global. Showtime.
They'll just find another Tank, bro. It doesn't affect their pockets in a way that they're going to get sued or they're liable because of it. NFL
you protect your investment.
The NFL is protecting the shield. It's something different to do with their contracts. Probably they may have some liability in there. But boxing, this has been going on in boxing for decades. And now we're talking about Fortune. We're going to compare this and say, oh, it should be like that. No, them guys don't want to be responsible for these crazy dudes, man, that's getting hit in the head.
No, they want to be responsible for them because that's how they get paid.
That's all.
Now Espinosa got to go answer these questions at a press conference now. You think he wants to answer these questions?
Oh, man.
I would love to see Fred just asking Espinosa questions at the
me and Steven Espinosa face to face would be timeless right now. Would be timeless, Mr. Integrity. Would be timeless, Mr. Pro-Black. And
think about this, Fred. Yeah. They took Roley off the card for alleged stuff that he never got arrested for, and there was never no charges.
Somebody get a Roley interview right now. Where's a Roley? Is Roley live right now? Is Roley Romero live? I'm waiting on a Roley Romero live on Instagram.
That's a great point.
That's a good point. But you got to wait and see now if they're gonna do away with Tank's card.
I'm not assuming shit. I'm not hating shit.
See, this is where your public relations come in. This is where your publicists.
Where's Kelly Swanson at, Fred?
Kelly Swanson hating on me right now. She hating on me again somewhere in America.
Where's Tim Smith at?
Somewhere in America.
They waking up to these calls right now, Fred.
Somewhere in America, Kelly Swanson is still twerking. You know what I mean? It's if this was his first case, I'd be like, yeah, man, innocent, but third time, PBC just told me this is his third case.
And see, that's
different woman, third case. Different woman, third case.
How many times didn't he get caught or did you know what I'm saying?
And he has those 2 trials coming up this year after the fight.
Right after the fight.
Next man up. That's it. That's
and then the judge will be like,
ain't no next man up because they can't go to pay-per-views. It can't. It's no next man up.
That's
it's a Tank show.
Bro. Floyd went away, Tank came about.
Oh no, I'm with you on that long term. I agree.
One heavyweight goes down. Here comes Deontay Wilder. After Deontay Wilder, here comes Fury. I mean, come on, bro. This is boxing.
Yeah, man. It's boxing. Yeah, it's boxing. But I'm not leaning on boxing because these guys aren't robots. These guys are human beings. These guys must exist in a civilized world outside of those 36 minutes. And he must conduct himself as a gentleman as best he can. And because he's not, he deserves any response that you have about Tank Davis, he deserves because this is his third time. It's like when I was a school teacher. I knew what the fucking kids were going to do. So you know what I did? I said, after lunch, these motherfuckers go crazy. Hey, just put on this fucking movie right here at 12 o'clock. When they come in from lunch, put on a movie because I don't want you dealing with little Tyrone. I don't want you dealing with little Miguel. I don't want you dealing with them. So just put in a movie. They're going to come in late. They're going to come in loud. And I would have a direct thing for what my teacher, I said, yeah, he sits right there. I have a table chart, a seating chart. He sits right there. I had no girls in my class. He sits right there. He sits right there. They're going to walk in late and try and, but it's Tank. Yeah, right. Yeah, you're right. Tank has no leadership in his camp. None. Zero. None. Zero.
Hey, Fred.
Put that on the
well, go ahead, Miss T. Welcome back. Welcome home, Miss T.
What's up, Fred? You know I still watch you.
Thank you.
You know I be singing your praises. They be trying to give you. They be like,
I know.
Let me tell y'all, Mr. AC. With all due respect, some of the things you saying was this automotive or something.
Yeah, Anthony. We call him Anthony.
With all due respect.
I'm gonna call him Anthony. We call him Anthony.
Y'all call him Anthony.
Lemon Law Larry is what we really call him.
Okay. Yeah, Lemon Law. That's funny, Kyle. People don't understand. You know what I pray for 2023? That people understand the word responsibility and accountability. Because it starts with you and ends with you. You can point to everybody. Fred is right in regards to business. Tank ain't in it by itself. He gets in the ring by itself. But everybody is hanging on him to do what he's supposed to do so their business can go the way they want it to go. So he's messing up a lot of people money flow or business by doing the things he's doing. And I love Tank. I like him as a fighter. But yes, you do not get rid of that stigma of being a woman beater. I don't care who you are. It follows you to your grave. And you know how I'm going to prove that too? Just like if a woman was a prostitute, don't that follow her to the grave?
Yeah,
I'm sure Mr. Anthony would say that.
Yeah, the most famous black woman. What's her name? The poet.
I don't agree.
I'm sure, but I'm gonna say this. You know, you can't, as a person who could see favor or say, oh, what we got to do. And when y'all was saying he got to pick different women, sure, that goes into it. But Fred hit it on the head. You got to change yourself. You want to beat women. You can't put that on nobody else. That's who you are. And when you change, things around you will change because you change.
Well,
and
I
ain't
guess
nobody.
You didn't hear my whole comment. Fred did cut me off at first, but I said all that he needed help so he could think his way through things like that. But no, I don't believe that. I think that when people change, I don't think that the history changes, but people change. You don't have to go to your grave as a prostitute.
You do, but you do.
No,
there will always be somebody. Dog, come on, listen. Have you ever got battered?
Let me tell you why.
Have you ever got battered?
Let me tell you why.
You won't answer the question.
Let me tell you why. You cut me off. I want to finish what I said. Let me tell you why.
I was talking. I
so if you on drugs, you're addicted to drugs. Do you go to your grave as a drug addict?
Most people feel that they do. Most people who are like an alcohol anonymous, they continue to call themselves an alcoholic until they die because they know it's a slippery slope. Dog, you have never been battered. You have never been battered, so you don't know what you're talking about on that one.
About people that didn't
you don't know what you're talking about on that one, Shawty. I'm sorry. With all due respect, you don't know what you're talking about. That man will forever be known as a woman beater. He will always be known. Look, we still look at Chris Brown. We ain't forgave him all the way. I mean, it will follow you, dog. I don't even want to bring up men in my family. And I love the men in my family dearly, but they never escape it. A lot of it is because motherfuckers don't give closure. They still try to act like it was some kind of justifiable reason, or it was something that somebody could do, or some program we could have entered. Or no, you are a woman beater. And if that's what you are, I'm not talking about people who have changed. How you telling me that?
So then on top of that, you talking about people that change, but people that's around them that won't let them forget it. Always using that.
You can feel how you want to feel. You can feel if you go down that road.
I'm repeating.
You go down that road.
Anthony, let her talk. So
yeah,
and mute because you got that and you can
crack,
talk as long as you want after her.
And pop.
You can talk as long as you want.
The bottom line is you don't outlive that thing. People will always see you that way. There'll be a lot of people who forgive you and get past it, but people will always see you that way. They will always have that side eye and be like, that nigga hit people. He hit women. He likes to beat women. You think that people forgive and forget and let that go. They don't. Ask any woman who was a prostitute. She could be 80 years old. I remember that bitch was a hoe. That's what you're going to say. And you probably been a person like that. I heard y'all talking about women. I can see that you probably even think that. If you thought a woman was a hoe 20 years ago, you probably still think she a hoe. Y'all don't let stuff go. People don't in general. I'm not saying that defines him for life. He can do a course correction, but that man got to want to do a course correction. He got to want to. And it ain't nobody's fault but his. So stop caking. You don't fix nothing when you keep acting like it's something that can be done, or maybe if we do this and maybe if we do that and we gotta remove it. No, he gotta want to change. If he don't want to change, it ain't never gonna happen. So don't bring women to this equation. You the one who like to beat women. I'm talking about Tank or whoever out there that like to beat women. Don't bring the woman into it. That's you. Because we all get taught as boys and girls, keep your hand to yourself. We all learn the rules of life. Now, if one person or many people can learn that rule and adhere to it, how you going to make an excuse for somebody else? That's all I wanted to say, Fred. You was hitting it on the nose. And Fred, one question I would love to hear you speak to. Why did the WBO asked for amplifying information 24 hours after Charlo tried to offer proof that he broke his hand? He showed the picture with the cast, and then he had his doctor make a statement. 24 hours later, the WBO was like, no, we want the prognosis, we want the injury name, we want everything. And you got till January 5th to tell us these details. Or they didn't say.
I didn't even know they did that. That really?
Yeah, I read that today. They didn't say we're gonna strip you of your belt. They just said we're gonna he going before some kind of board. And when you talk about the postponement of the fight, I be laughing because you be hitting that on the head too, because you saying it's a money issue, right? Yeah. What makes me really think it's a money issue because you cancel it. But it's English is funny now. The word postpone when I was growing up was followed by a date. A follow-up date. That's what postponement meant.
Right.
But cancellation is no date at all. And if you read the argument, the letter at the bottom, it said fight, postpone. It don't have no dates. With no dates that they got. They don't got no dates to replace it. So can you speak to that? Like, wow, I've never heard the WBO going that far.
Yeah, let me read up on it because I'm real interested in that now. I'm real interested. They got to January 5th. Yeah, I'm real interested. Yeah, and because it's a WBO mandatory, so they want logistics, and Bob probably called him, hey, make sure that you need that belt. Make sure.
Fred, if I'm a lawyer, I'm calling Rolly Romero if they let this fight go through.
Oh, hey, but I know Anthony wanted to respond to her. Go ahead, Anthony. Go ahead,
Yeah. So listening to me, man.
You move. You gotta go back to where you were.
I said that Tank needs to get some help, counseling, whatever. All right. But what I'm talking to Fred about is Fred is saying fire all the coaches. You don't have leadership here. But that ain't got to be the case. That don't have to be that's what happened. These could be people that tried to stop him, tried to protect him, and he went ahead and went on his own accord and did what he wanted to do. You can't hold these other people responsible for something that this man decided I'm gonna do it anyway. You understand what I'm saying? And if you're talking about a 6'9" guy, this guy 6'9", and he there and he trying to tell Tank no, hell, I'm getting out the way too, because I'm not getting arrested with you. You want to be a fool and go over there and drag that woman? Man, hey, I'm out. You understand what I'm saying?
I thought I heard you say that. I'm sorry, Dan. I thought I heard you say that.
But when you talk about somebody can't live, got to take something to their grave. No, I mean it sounds like to me what you were telling me is that some people in the family won't let these things go for whatever reason. But if the person has changed and they're not they repented from that, they're not turning back to that, and they're living the life that needs to be lived how it's supposed to be lived. No, that's no longer with them. You understand what I'm saying? They go to their grave as with a clean slate.
No, they don't.
Yeah. Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Because of the people they hurt real humans.
Hold on,
they hurt real people.
Yeah, that's what he's not getting.
Hold on. You would have to have a mind like God or a heart like God in order for you to see that. But
it's not. Listen, dude, you can forgive, but you are still. What did Fred say? The stigma. People can forgive. I get you, and people can forget or try to forget.
Well, we're talking about taking it to your grave.
Most people, because it follows you. That is the sum of who you are. You can't change the sum of who you are. You were a woman beater here on earth. That's what you were. You don't get to change that. The way you don't become a woman beater here on earth is to don't beat women. Simple as that. That's all I'm saying. It does follow you. Yes, it would be nice and ideal if everybody forgive, and a lot of people will. But life, we talking American way. Somebody is still gonna label him that. I mean, like I said, look at Chris Brown. He ain't escaping.
I'm done with it, Fred.
It's not opinion, shit. Right. Ain't opinion, it's facts.
Yeah. And I'll speak to, and I have the interview. I went to a Tank Davis fight in Atlanta. He missed weight. That's when Floyd Mayweather walked out on him. The night before the fight, in my interview, I'm interviewing both coaches. Coach Calvin, and forgive me for not knowing the other coach's name. Not out of disrespect. I just don't know his name.
Who,
Kenny. Thank you, dog. Kenny. And they told me that Tank said he was going to lose the final pounds on his own. A pay-per-view fight. Tank went home in Atlanta. I guess he had a home in Atlanta at the time, and he said he can lose the weight on his own. I've been training you on a personal level. I'm going to tell you who I am on a personal level. I'm getting a check from you tomorrow night. My integrity, how people perceive me in boxing is on the line. No, we ain't doing. No, I need that $100,000, man. My daughter's in college at Howard. I need that $100,000 check you get. And when your career is over, I got to put myself in position. This is just from a selfish perspective, from a realistic, I got to take care of my business. I need another Tank Davis when your career is over with. And if you miss weight, people aren't going to trust me. That's the name of the game. That's the name of the game. And they told me that Tank Davis went to his house to cut the weight. You know what I mean? So it's a
So go ahead, tell us, what do you do when Tank says I'm gonna go home? You the coach, I'm going home and lose weight on my own. What you gonna do?
First off, because of the disciplines I've put in already, that's not even a conversation we would have.
No, that's not changing.
No, I'm telling you.
What are you gonna do?
No, you're asking me. You're asking. Stop.
But
stop.
you want to back up. You want to back up and change the circumstances.
You don't understand what I'm saying. You don't understand what I'm saying. We're not even getting to that point because I am who I am.
No, we at the point. I'm asking you, what are you going to do?
We don't get to that point.
See, you don't want to answer the question.
I'm just, Fred, you're going to have a foundation in place to not get to that point, which Showtime doesn't have.
Me and Lincoln don't get to the point of arguments and I don't want to go to basketball. And no, we're not
talking about what you're going to do to not ever get to the point. You at the point. What are you doing? Because you blaming these coaches. What are you going to do, coach?
I'm not getting to that point.
Okay, you can't. So you can't say how they going to handle it. Just because this man made a decision on something.
I'm not getting to that
point.
Don't
even know, but the point is that you don't know how to handle it if it gets to that point. So you can't ridicule him when you can't even give me an answer.
I don't have
how you gonna answer it. How you gonna deal with it?
I just told you. It would never happen.
You told me what you're gonna do.
It would never happen.
It doesn't happen.
It would never happen. Dre and I been together 22 years. She's never raised a voice at me. She's never. I only have to tell Dre one time to do something. She won't disrespect me in public. I am the leader. You don't understand. We don't get to that point. We don't get to the point where you're hitting a woman or you're missing weight. I told you what. It's too many. We got too many texts.
Okay, but when you get there, what
Trey
do you
told
do?
me. No, I told you guys the example. I picked up Lincoln because we got to move the car seats, right? I told you guys this story about 3 weeks ago. She moved the car, seats to her car because she took them to school, right? And then I picked them up. I didn't get the car seats, and then I went and picked Kennedy up without the car seats, right? And then she said, "I'm just," you know what Dre told me?
Holding you accountable.
I'm just that's what she told me. That's all she said. She says, "I'm just holding you accountable." And what did Fred do the next day? Put the car seats in. I'm a fraud. Well, stop watching. Peace. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I told y'all a couple of weeks ago. It ain't no arguing. We're not getting to that point. That's it.
Okay, so basically, if you get to that point, you're gonna walk away. You saying I'm done?
No, it would never get to that point.
No, it got to the point. Now, what are you doing?
No, it don't get to that point. You've never seen me. No, because it doesn't get to that point.
Fred, this is what you said. This is what you brought up. This is a scenario. He missed weight. Okay. The coaches talked to him about it. He said, "No, I'm gonna go home and lose it myself." What are you doing about it, coach?
Nah.
Forget about what y'all were doing that got to this point. You here now. What are you gonna do, coach?
It's not getting to that point. You don't understand.
You gotta answer. You gotta deal with the issue.
Me and Dre. Okay, I only can speak from my experience. Dre is never I'm not
bro.
I don't have this issue. I don't
okay. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what they've been doing with this guy.
Fred, can I ask you, you said, Fred, are you saying your infrastructure is set up in such a way that you won't never have these problems?
Yes. No.
Therefore, you don't have to face these problems.
I don't.
Okay,
don't have these problems.
But shit happened. So when
shit don't happen. No, that's a weak nigga excuse.
It ain't no perfect world. No, it ain't no perfect world.
Grant Hill was in college the same time as the Fab Five.
And try to make them to be less than a man, but then you can't even tell us how you gonna deal with a situation when it occurs.
Well, you can get as loud as you want. I'm not getting that. Devin Haney's never hit a woman. Devin Haney's never missed weight. We don't get to this point. You know, I've been with Dre 22 years. Her and I have never been overweight.
You're deflecting, dog.
I'm not deflecting.
How are you gonna handle it?
I'm not handling this. I'll never have to worry about it. I'll never have to worry about Lincoln hitting a woman. Never. Never.
You and Kyle told me one night I was deflecting.
Okay? Daddy never hit a woman. Daddy's never hit a woman. I tell you, I'm not worried about it. I don't worry.
Well, can I ask this? Is it on the second or third time, Anthony? Are you talking about like if this happens to Fred? This is the first time event. It's the first time event.
It's not happening.
So Fred's saying the infrastructure, it ain't never gonna be like that.
When
But
I leave
think
my house, I have
Anthony
no
is saying,
fear. I have no
out
fear.
the blue, something happens. Do you cancel that person? Are you done with that person, Fred? Are you not gonna do business with that person when they showed you who they are the first time out? I guess maybe Anthony, is that what you're talking about? Like this, out the blue?
Yeah,
Something like that?
I'm saying he set up the image. Okay, Fred just said he set it all up. This whole thing. He said Tank missed weight. He told the coaches he gonna go home and lose it himself. I'm asking Fred, what do you do when that shit happens? He's saying he want to go back and say, oh, it ain't gonna never happen to me. Well, it ain't no perfect world, and for all you know, this is something that they had prepared for and they thought would never happen either. They think they got they doing the best job they can with Tank, and then he decides he gonna lose away himself. But now you here, what are you gonna do, Coach? He don't want to answer that. He wants to deflect.
I'm not deflecting. It's not getting there.
Talk about everything, what's not gonna happen, but won't deal with the situation that's at hand. How you gonna deal with it, Coach?
I think Fred gonna say, and correct me if I'm wrong, Fred. I think he's gonna say all the stuff that be happening in the background that don't get reported to the masses. You hear that he's doing these things. They just don't materialize in a big way.
Oh, 100%.
And see, and at that point, what Fred gonna do is say cancel him.
Yeah,
so then they won't ever have that issue, you know.
Listen, if I am the leader, I have proven over the past 22 years that Frederick can lead. I'm not asking to lead y'all. We have grown exponentially. I have led and done a great job. If I am the leader and you're not going to follow, I'm not leading you. It's over. I'm severing my ties with you. And I think it's gotten to the point where if Tank disrespects you, Floyd disrespects you, PBC disrespects you, it's time just to separate yourself and move on. You have taken Tank as far as you can take him. It's shake hands and it's over. But I have no worries. I have no worry. I've never even thought about Lincoln committing like a felony. I've never thought about that. Because guess what? Dre comes from two parents. I understand. I understand data. I understand statistics. And if you have two parents that are loving and caring, just like many people in the chat, I'm not the only one. You know, the percentages say you are far less likely to commit crimes. So that's what we're on. We ain't doing I'm not, on a personal level, I have it's not getting to this point.
But I'm glad you brought all that up, because see, that's all the stuff I was thinking about when you talking about your kid. That's not Tank. Tank is not your kid, bro. And all I'm saying, and you finally answered the question, you would just cut him off. You'd be done with it after that.
Long before that. No.
Well, we're not talking about before that. We're talking about right then, the scenario that you set up, okay? And I just want to know how you gonna handle it, because what you're doing is you're criticizing other people, and I just want to know how you gonna deal with it. And what you're saying is that you
I told you how I would deal with it.
No, you didn't tell me how you gonna deal with it until just now.
See, all y'all want is a band-aid. See, black people just want a band-aid.
No,
ignorant
bro,
people
don't
just
put that
can
on
I
me.
talk?
Can I talk?
Can I talk? People
who
just
you talking about?
Let me talk. I'm responding to you. Just like you can respond to me.
That's a lie. I don't want no band-aid.
Well, I'm not. I can say what I want to say, just like you can say what you want to say when you talk.
You can, but don't tell me you respond to me.
I'm responding, man. Listen, man. All I'm saying is this: people want band-aids. No, you got to build infrastructure, discipline, accountability. All that must be erected in what you build. What would you do now? No, I fixed the problem when Lincoln was 4 years old. I fixed the problem if Tank was my son when he was 5 years old, when he was 6 years old, when he was 7 years old, 8 years old, 9 years old. I have no fear. I have 100% confidence that if I am gone on vacation and Lincoln and Dre and I go on vacation for 2 days, I have absolute confidence in Lincoln and Kennedy that they will be on their best behavior for 2 or 3 days. I have absolute confidence. And Tank, And the problem is Tank didn't have the infrastructure. And if you talk from a business acumen, PBC does not have the infrastructure. When you watch Tank pick up that woman and you got a PBC employee chasing him, afraid to confront him, the infrastructure isn't there. When the coach says, I let him stay home. No, he ain't staying home. No, you can't make the weight. So we do 99 days together. And then on the 100th day, you say you can do it on your own? No, we ain't doing that like that. And that's the problem. That's why we so acclimated to putting band-aids on situations, because of the single parent household. And when your mom is not around, you can get away with this. When your dad is not around, you can get away with this. And that's what Tank is going. Oh, I can get away with this shit. I'm Tank Davis. You know why? Because he got away with it because his mom wasn't there. He got away with it when his father wasn't there. So he says, I'm Tank Davis. I can hit this woman allegedly and get away with it.
So Fred, I got a question.
I can miss weight and still fight.
So if they, let's say worst case scenario, Tank don't make this fight, PBC, you know, being in trouble that they in right now, they lose all their fighters. So now Tank got to get shopped around and get somebody else, you know, to sponsor him or promote him or whatever. Do they take that into consideration, all the potential trouble that he can bring to the table of some new business? Because, you know, hey, if we put money into promoting this guy fight and he beat up somebody before the fight, we just lost some money. Do people in the future take that in consideration?
Well, they're going to publicly correct him. You know, he does cases, he does this, he does everything from A to Z.
I'm talking about the future business that he get with. Are they going to take it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So that's what I meant, Anthony, that it follows you. It follows you.
He's definitely going to get a pay cut. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, it follows you because they're going to say he's a risk.
He's a high risk.
Take more insurance out on him. You know,
you nailed it.
Okay.
Yeah, but just like with insurance, you can cure that with a good driving record. You know, going forward. Yeah, you can, because your insurance can go down. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't necessarily say that either. But I just like how Fred tried to make Tank his son and try to, you know, judge the coaches off of the job they're doing with Tank off of his son's life, how he raised.
But you do know,
Coach
Ford had him since he was like 5 years old, right?
Coach Ford said it's like his son.
That's fine.
In
but
numerous interviews.
Hold up. That's fine, but it's not his son. Okay, that kid had a mother and had a father. Has a mother and a father. Okay,
man,
that's
you make
not
so
his
many
son.
excuses for this.
Hold on. It's challenges behind that. All I'm saying is that you're gonna ridicule these guys, tell them that they're not men based on what you're doing at home with your son, and then try to ridicule them about a kid that they found, and they're trying to do the best they can with him, and he had a rough life when they found that he was stealing and doing all type of things. Come on, bro.
That's the thing. If there's that's the thing where we've gotten these marginalized communities, because we don't ridicule the men. That's why we're in the situations we're in collectively.
Oh man,
the men need to be ridiculed when it's called for.
I'm saying it's
men need to be held accountable.
Argument. It's not about them being accountable. I'm saying it's an unfair argument to try to make those men they're less than men. They're not masculine enough because they're dealing with a man that's 28, almost 30 years old, who had a rough upbringing. Okay, and it's their fault. It's Al Heyman. It's a PBC. It's the coaches and all that. Come on, bro. You couldn't even get anything but walk away.
Okay, look at the infrastructure over there at PBC.
Situation.
Oh,
look at the infrastructure at PBC. Tank's not the only one getting in trouble for stuff like this.
Dude, it has nothing to do with the PBC. If I'm a fighter and I'm signed with the PBC and I go out and I get drunk and have a bar fight, I'm supposed to say, oh, it's the PBC's fault when the police come. Give me a break, dude. Y'all have an argument.
All right, we're just gonna make excuses. That's what we're doing over here now.
No, what you're doing is making excuses. You're trying to blame the PBC for something that Tank did.
I said the infrastructure.
You trying to blame the PBC's infrastructure for something that Tank did. That's an excuse.
Okay. Let me ask you this. The first time he got in trouble, did they do anything to curb this, or did they keep giving him money?
Did he get paid? Is he a grown up? Can he go and find the stuff
Hey, they did something to Rolly, and he got acquitted on everything.
Exactly. So don't say they don't interfere.
They canceled the fight.
Don't say that you just said what should they do? They've done something to curb behavior or for the optics.
You just heard about this 30 minutes ago, sir. How do you know what they're gonna do?
They gave him a fight.
He's already done this before.
Did they give him a fight when he grabbed a girl by the throat and it's on camera on TMZ? Did they still give him a payday after that?
Yeah, they did.
Okay, then. So I'm going
What
on
about
pattern.
Marcus Brown?
It still ain't their fault. It's still not their fault because they are busy. They're busy to make money.
Okay, all right,
Listen, they got a lot of women
Whatever you
beaters
say.
over there, man.
It ain't their fault.
They got a lot of women beaters over
It
there.
ain't PBC's fault.
What'd you say, Kyle? What'd you say, Kyle?
They got a lot of women beaters over there.
The man had a hit and run and hit a pregnant woman and left the scene of a crime, man. Come on.
It ain't
in
the
his own
PBC
neighborhood
fault.
in Baltimore.
It ain't the PBC fault. They're in business. If they can keep the money coming in, that's all they.
Hey, innocent until proven guilty though. I ain't putting shit on Tank until I see some proof.
I see people saying self-defense if she hit him first. If you're a boxer, like Fred said, how you compare it, Fred? That was a good analogy. It's like a teacher molesting a child.
Yeah, molesting a child.
So if you're a boxer, you ain't supposed to hit men. Like if you're a professional boxer, not alone a woman. It don't matter self-defense. What hit could she gave him that really messed up his day?
Maybe she hit him in the balls. Shit, that shit hurt.
I mean, but hey, come on.
Why is he with
Max?
this woman
Play
anyway?
stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Man.
Yeah, you on probation, so you ain't gonna hit no woman while you on probation. What type of fool are you?
Listen, why?
That's why I don't
you
think he
in
did it.
camp? Why are your woman? Hold on, listen. Your woman shouldn't even be with you. You're in camp for a fight. Why is your woman even there?
I agree.
That's probably why he hit her. Like, bitch, get out my fucking camp. You know you ain't supposed to be here. Ooh.
You see, Anthony.
There you go. There's your woman beater right there.
There you see. Look, Max. Look, I who said that? I'm laughing because Max, you be saying some shit. You make me raise my eyebrows sometimes, Max. I be like, what?
Nah, I don't think he did shit until I see like the other one was on camera. Can't deny it, but innocent until proven guilty in America. It's how it's supposed to be. So I'm gonna hold on to that shit.
It's
I know
cool. It's cool, but you be saying some questionable shit though, Max.
Hey, I'm not the one out here hitting bitches. That's him.
Hey, that's not how it go, Max. But see, my
Innocent till proven guilty. What's Fred? What's that
hey,
judge in Fred?
And I think that girl halfway retarded if it's the same one too. She the one staying with his ass after she kept getting beat by his ass. So they always on some baby boy shit.
February, Fred. What's that judge in Baltimore going to say when like, oh, Mr. Davis, you got arrested again?
Mm-hmm.
Who is the most retarded one though? The one who stand to lose millions, or the one who ain't got millions?
The one who stand to lose millions, he retarded.
Yeah, that sound.
He ain't gonna lose shit, man. He's
He
too much
might
of a
not.
draw.
He gonna lose something because he got to pay for it.
Even Floyd sat down for a year and came back and made millions.
He got a bond out of jail.
Tank is no Floyd draw.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Tank's one of the top five at least in boxing right now, as far as the draw.
That's my other prayer for 2023. Let the Floyd era go. Ain't nobody gonna reach his records. God.
Yeah, they ain't gonna touch him.
Shit.
He killed boxing.
He murdered.
He's too good. He's too good. No one will ever live up to that shit. We gotta wait till Floyd dies and he's a thing of the past. 100 years ago, there used to be this fighter. That's when people will finally get over it.
Espinosa's hate watching you right now, Fred.
Oh, he watching right now.
He's hate watching.
Oh yeah, because he got to deal with Twitter tomorrow. You gonna get him, Drew?
I already got him.
Hey, Rolly, roll it over in his grave
No,
right now.
I put Paramount Co. I'm like, is this the type of stuff that's driving down my stock? This content?
Oh man,
I know, but no, Fred. Rolly's got a case. If they let this go,
it's no way they're gonna let this shit. It's no way.
The optics look too bad a week before.
No.
He ain't got no case though.
Major media
He signed with Al Heyman, so he ain't got no goddamn case.
Fred,
Major media is
we wanted shoulder programming, right?
That's a good one. That's a good
Man,
one.
he's gonna combine this with
That
his
is a
last
good one.
appearance.
That
He's
is a
gonna
good
plead
one.
out to one. They're gonna drop the other. He's gonna do some, community service, some classes. It ain't gonna happen.
And then he'll, and then,
They take you
you got
down
2
for
trials
domestic
already
violence.
coming
and
up.
then we'll wait for the next time that it happens. And I love Tank. I was looking forward to this fight. I'm just gonna go over
We got
Fran
to
for
see the
house and look
girl.
at him.
We got to see what the girl looks like,
We
man.
don't
She
got
got beat up
to
bad.
stop it. Stop the
No, we
caking.
don't.
Stop the caking, man. You kill me. You be killing me, Mr.
No, I'm saying
Anthony.
you got to see what she looks like to see how bad they gonna do him. Because what if he really beat her up? Real
What
good.
you mean? He don't have to beat her up hard. If he put his hands on her.
No,
the fact
no,
that
no,
he in
no,
jail.
no. Listen. When he snatched her up, that's one thing, right? But what if he actually punched her in the mouth this time and got her bleeding, or blacked her eye or something, man?
The pictures will be there tomorrow because if she called the police, they took pictures.
Yeah, they gonna railroad that dude for something like that, man. They don't play about that domestic violence.
Well, when y'all said something about Florida being tough, yeah, that's a state I don't want to do.
And that's where one of his trials is in Florida.
And Broward County is a Republican county. Is a major. It's not like Dade County.
Ain't that where Trayvon got shot too?
He ain't gonna get no favoritism down there. I'm telling you, bro. It ain't gonna happen. He's not in Baltimore.
Man, if you got good lawyers, you can make a lot of shit happen, man.
Nah, it's gonna be
so that January 7 card getting scrapped.
Yeah, that was
wait. Hold on. I thought that was the card of the year. One fight shouldn't change that.
So Fred, Showtime don't got no fights for the month of January.
No, I mean you can't move. It's gonna be a major media is coming. ESPN is coming. Me Too movement is coming. He's a poster child for this.
Oh, you know what? I got tagged Steven Espinosa in the National Domestic Violence Hotline on Twitter.
You sent that to him?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I said, Steven, are we gonna allow this?
Oh my god!
I don't want my Fred. You got par stock. You want that par stock?
I do.
That Yellowstone in 1923 doing hit ratings. Give me more of that.
Yeah, now we need that motherfucking them country singers, whatever they are. I don't know the show.
Damn. Well, I do feel bad for Tank that he's found himself in this predicament.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, it's up to him. I mean, I don't know who he have to talk to. Maybe his mother sit him down. That may work. I don't know who he got to talk to. He got daughters, for God's sake.
Yeah.
What you want?
Remember they were bragging about Madonna going to his fight. Don't let Madonna find out and tweet against this.
Hey, Tank's fucked though because he was trying to leave them motherfuckers. They ain't gonna help his ass out now.
Yeah, and he disrespected Eddie Hearn. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, dog.
I'm saying they might have covered for him. They might have got him some good lawyers if he was still planning on staying with him. But he's made it very clear he don't want nothing to do with him. So who's going to protect him now? Who's going to put the money up?
That's why he was fighting for his lawyer fees. That's what someone from PBC told me. That's why, and he said it in an interview. He said, "Nah, I took this fight for other reasons. Money is the only reason."
No, he told the reason. He said the reason on Combat.
What'd he say?
Combat Sports. He said because of what's the guy that Hector beat? The guy who wears the blue hair and pink hair.
Colbert.
Chris Colbert.
He said him and Colbert had beef. He was gonna fight Colbert, but Colbert got beat by that guy. So he gonna go ahead and fight that guy. That guy wanted to move up.
That's the public reason. But
y'all think Devin Haney can slip in there?
No, he fighting Loma, and he's a top ranked fighter.
And he gonna beat Loma. I mean, Loma has changed. Loma's old now. We don't know what he's seen.
I think it'll be an entertaining fight though.
Oh, it's definitely gonna be an entertaining build up too. I like the build up, man. That's part of it.
Because I like Loma's being respectful of Devin, and you can't ask for
he has no choice. The fuck? What you gonna say?
That's Loma though. He's been respectful. He's like, no, he's the A side. Let's do this.
Oh man, this mother. I wonder what Gary Russell got. I ain't gonna lie. I haven't been this attentive for boxing in a long time because I'm very interested in the integrity of the sport right now. I'm interested.
Yeah, maybe Gary Russell could get in there.
Be honest, Fred.
You just like the
drama.
Nah.
Fred, you just like the drama, man.
No, it's not the drama. It's
Oh,
really.
what you say you are? A reporter? What do you call yourself?
I don't know what I call myself.
You're a journalist.
Yeah, journalist. You're a journalist, bro. You like the drama, bro. Come on.
It's not the drama, but I agree. But I agree with whatever you're saying. I'm gonna agree.
I mean, it's kind of fucked up, but now we got boxing news.
You get it now, huh, Fred? You can't win an argument with me, man.
I don't want to win an argument with you.
He's proud of that.
Good.
It's a barbershop.
It's a barbershop.
Proud as fuck of that shit.
You can't. I'm gonna tell you like
Hey, Floyd Mayweather want to argue with you.
You cap, bro. You cap. That's what the.
Okay, I am. I'm cat. Oh, Blue say it's self-defense. He got to say it's self-defense. You know, I mean, Tank Davis better say it's self-defense. What's up, Doc?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey,
I got a comment real quick, and I just real quick kind of ties into what we were talking about last night. Young brothers out there that are listening, you know, he's gonna get paper. He's gonna get paper put on him, and a lot of the ways that these young brothers that are trying to stay clean are getting into the criminal justice system is via their women. You got to realize that, man, a woman's got her mouth, and you can't respond to. If you have a woman that talks to you in a way that upsets you enough where you have to raise your voice at her or even, you know, grab her to stop her from being violent or whatever, you don't need to be in that relationship, man. Because once they got paper on you like that, it's hard to get from up under it. You know, I mean, you work, you know, you got to be. I mean, it's a bad situation because a lot of our women are out of control like that. But the bottom line is when you get to a point where a woman's talking to you in a way that you feel disrespected as a man and you can't reason with her, it's time to get rid of her. Bottom line. It's time to get rid of her. Because once they get involved, it's you going to jail. Once they get involved, you're done. So just have that lesson learned, man. You know, if you can't control your woman, don't try to do it physically. Just cut her loose.
Don't try to control. Just respect each other. How about that? I know that sounds corny. I know that sounds corny.
Or
but
put some headgear on at least. Shit.
If I respect you to the utmost, Michael, there ain't nothing in the world gonna make me, like Fred said, I ain't gonna clown you.
He's already on probation in Florida.
All I gotta do is respect you. That's good enough for me.
Hey,
God.
for a nigga that's been in trouble a whole lot this year and last year, you would think the nigga would just chill out.
And he even said it in his interviews, man. I'm just trying to do. Man.
He's still learning, man.
He's a thug from Baltimore, man. What'd you expect?
He's still learning. Here's the thing.
A lot. I expect a lot from a
Hey,
grown
just because
man.
motherfuckers get money don't mean they change who they really are, man. He's just a thug with money.
I expect a lot from grown people.
I
Just
wouldn't
like
even
people
say that,
expect,
man.
You know, people.
I wouldn't even say that. If you're a man of principle, right? I mean, I don't know him personally, but to do what he does and to fight the way he fights, man, he's a dude of principle. If you challenge him, he's gonna step up to the plate. I don't care who you are. Right. Men like us, we don't need love, man. We need respect. You understand? And so when a woman comes and you know, and disrespects you verbally, I learned that. It took me some time to learn it. But when a woman disrespects you verbally, and our women don't respect us, man. They don't respect us.
But she's not even black though.
They don't respect us. They don't respect us. Well, the bottom line is women don't respect our position. Our position in society as black men is not respected. Period. And if anybody on this panel say that I'm lying, then
I say you lying. Man.
Okay.
I say it's everybody.
Okay.
I said
right.
You can't. Nobody has a monopoly on that. But respect,
I understand.
indeed. But respect, indeed. Respect,
anyway.
indeed.
Point is, when it's all said and done, if you got a woman that can't respect you,
anyways, what are you talking about?
I know, right? You heard it, Max. See, that's it. Yeah, that's what it is. Respect. Y'all right about the respect.
Like men and women don't respect each other on this damn panel.
Yeah, he said, anyways. He told me, didn't he?
If you have a woman that does not respect you, and she speaks to you in a disrespectful manner, you cannot reason with her to get her to calm that down and stop doing that, it's time to cut ties, man. Because nothing good is going to come of that.
At least put the gloves and headgear on.
Because a man with honor is not going. A man with honor is not going to put up with that. He ain't going to put up with that. And eventually, he's going to do
Get some
something.
sparring on shit.
Do something to say something that compromises himself. So for the young
But that
guys
go
out
both
there,
ways.
man, if the young guys are out there, if you got a woman that does not respect you verbally, you need to, either reason with her or get rid of her.
I would say ditto for the women out there listening. You got a guy out there that don't respect you, go ahead and about face and walk.
And
the
also
other way.
for all the people that haven't decided which one they are, your partner.
Shut up, Max.
Yeah, but and we talked about these women in the barbershop, these women that talk back, and these man, these gorilla bears, you know what I mean? Like they
y'all
talk
about to
back.
go on. Hey, Freddie, y'all about to go on a woman hating bashing thing?
No,
Okay.
but what I'm saying is this: like these women that are loud and aggressive, and they step in front of their man, and a man says no, they say yes publicly. Like a man tells you to stop, you keep going. Nah, he disrespected me. He gonna get these hands. He gonna get these hands. This motherfucker DD, this motherfucker DD. It's we gotta let them go. We gotta let them go. I don't care how fat their booty is. Gotta let them go.
The key word
Hold on, Fred. I don't know about
Hold on, Fred. I might take a little disrespect.
Yeah, well,
but the
key
pro-
word
the
for
problem
2000 tweet.
The problem that the most guys have is that when they already have come from a certain type of lifestyle, you don't want to go get a woman that came from a certain type of lifestyle because they already know all the tricks to that game. You understand what I'm saying? So they're gonna catch you up on everything. The whole problem with the women is they don't want you to make a fool out of them. So you gotta go get a woman that don't come from that background. That's the woman that's gonna be able to respect you. But the woman that you running that game on, and she know you running that game, yeah, she got every right to raise her damn voice at you and get mad. You making a fool of her every time you go out in the street.
Man, there's bitches from all kinds of backgrounds.
What
man.
I told you, Max. Ooh, God.
It ain't one background or another. There's bitches in every background. There's rich
This
bitches, broke
nigga
bitches,
right
white
here.
bitches, black
This
bitches,
nigga right here.
everything. So
Just playing with you, Max. You be
I'm just
killing me.
saying, like,
Why
at the end of the
gotta be
day, I haven't
bitches?
read the report. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I know it looks bad because he has something else on his shit, but I'm gonna reserve judgment until I get more of the story personally.
Whoever said, reserve judgment to proven guilty. That's right. He innocent to proven guilty.
Or at least until I see another video or some
He don't have a bond.
But
don't
he
have a
got
bond.
arrested, so it suffices to say it's a no-brainer. It is messing up
He don't
the
have
business.
a bond though.
Self-defense.
You don't have a bond?
He admits to hitting her. Damn.
Well,
he claims self-defense.
Yeah, that's what Blue Blood said. I just read his title. I know.
So that means he's claiming that she was violent towards him first, basically.
It won't
He
matter.
did something to him physically. The bottom line is, man, if you got to be fighting with a woman in any kind of way, get rid of her. I mean, it's not worth it.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree with
Michael.
that.
I agree, Michael. But I say both ways. Y'all make sure y'all say make sure y'all say both ways, because people got to be accountable for themselves. No woman's supposed to be putting her hands on no man, jumping in no man's face. No man's supposed to be putting his hands on a woman, jumping in a woman's face. It's called respect. That's the word for 2023. Can we get a little respect just in everything in life? I mean, I know that's a lot to ask and it's corny, but damn, if you respect somebody, there's certain things you would not do. Am I lying?
So what happened with the Kovalev situation? Did he hit a woman?
It broke her nose, shattered her nose. I interviewed.
Did he do any time for that or
no?
Come on, bro.
Man, hell no.
California too. So liberals. A lot of it had to do with California, man.
And he paid a civil fine.
And he paid her off too. He paid her off.
Same thing with Ben. The difference between Ben Rosenberg, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And that brother. I mean, come on. Did
Ray Rice do time?
The former quarterback for Pittsburgh. He never, I mean, about
did Ray Rice do any time for it?
I'm about to Google it right now.
No, but he got.
Hey, but if they're paying the girls off, the girls take the money. I mean, then I'll be there. It is what it is.
He never played the game again.
You not
They take-
fixing
they
the
take the money,
problem.
bro.
No, he didn't go to
but
jail.
Listen, Max, you're not fixing the problem. Then you say you have a daughter. Y'all
Yep.
don't understand when y'all let this go. You create the environment that your daughter is gonna come up in. What makes her different from these girls?
Hey, but Tank wouldn't have been in the hospital. Tank wouldn't have been, in jail if it was my daughter.
He
Would
ain't
you
got
have
a lawyer.
did something?
No.
The fact that he's
Next thing he'll be in the grave.
but
Next thing he'll be dead. The coroner office would have picked him up.
but he's claiming self-defense, so it must be physical evidence. You get what? Why would you claim self-defense? Why are you talking?
You don't
Why are
say
you
shit.
talking without your lawyer there?
You shouldn't need me. Your lawyer should be talking. You shouldn't say nothing, Tank. Nothing.
Hey,
Al
y'all-
Heyman's gonna call the lawyer. The lawyer, you will be out in the morning, I guess. I'm assuming. But why are you claiming self-defense? So it must
Fred, that's another fight. He got to fight for lawyer fees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Fred, you said it best with the jurors. That what they're gonna look at is his behavior.
Yeah.
He has no discipline. He has no self-control. And that's gonna matter when they deliberate.
He's a threat to the he's a threat to the free world. You know what I mean? Like and in court they make it bigger than life. Like, oh man, he's a threat to all women. No woman to say this is the I don't know how many women. They gonna make it.
Oh yeah, they gonna
say like he's the type of man that hits a pregnant woman with his car and leaves the scene.
Oh my, wow.
You know how that litigator.
He didn't know she was pregnant when he hit her, though.
Huh?
He didn't know she was pregnant when he hit her.
He knew
It don't matter. It's the opposite.
You got to stay at the scene.
No, I understand that. So we just call it hit and run. It makes it worse that she happened to be pregnant, but it's not like he knew when he hit her she's pregnant. He's dipping on her.
Aren't you gonna highlight that?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. If you're a prosecution, of course you're gonna try to make it sound as bad as possible. But if it's defense, you're not going to.
They're gonna frame it so far, and
and that's why it's a battle of the lawyers, man.
And then they're gonna say, we just saw an interview December 3rd where he said he's changed. This, Your Honor, and the juror, this is his change. This is him. This is who he is.
And Fred, don't let.
I won't say that.
What if?
I'm just saying, like this is the case.
Yeah, that's what the prosecution is gonna say.
Yeah.
And the defense is going to say, well, as a man, he still has a right to defend himself. He's attacked by someone else just because you're a woman don't mean he's X, Y, Z. Like, it's going to go both ways. It's a battle of lawyers who can frame it better.
Yeah,
I just pray yes.
Wait till the blogs get a hold of it, the shade room and all that. Then it's like he doesn't protect black women and that stuff starts.
Oh my God!
She's not black.
The bottom line is
good.
The bottom line is
keep avoiding that fact.
Wow.
No, not her. They could say that about the woman that he hit.
A courtroom and a jury, and a judge, and that I mean, about he's at a disadvantage based on that demographic going into that environment. So and then in that courtroom, when it's all said and done.
Wait, how's he at a disadvantage? He's got money.
Shut up. The lesson.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Damn.
Oh, because he's black. Because he's black. He's in the courtroom. He ain't got
Yo.
Everyone knows court is an economic thing, bro. If you got money for lawyers, you can get off shit. That's just how it is, regardless of
Did Floyd
color.
have more money and he still did time?
Okay, why the Bill?
Yeah, before he refused to call witnesses to testify because they were his children, or else he probably could have
Did he
made something
not
happen.
do time?
Yeah, he took the deal.
He had money, right?
He took the deal.
So he did time. So that negates what you were saying.
It's already
okay. So yeah, do you have any other examples other than one person in the history of fucking the sport?
I don't need
like
one.
everyone points to Floyd, but everyone forgets Floyd is an outlier in everything that has to do with boxing.
You just said you got money, you get off.
Okay, what about Marcus Brown? Marcus Brown only got a little bit of money. He got off 4 times. Look at Sergey. We just talked about Sergey. Sergey, when he got off, he paid people out. Who else do you want to talk about?
But look at them now. Look at them now and what they could have been.
I mean, Sergey been done.
And
Marcus Brown did whatever.
He could have been more than what he is. But who wants to take that risk? He's a risk.
He got no bail. This
he could have been, but he lost to Bivol.
Berturbia.
I mean, not Bivol.
Berturbia.
Yeah, he lost.
He's going to see the judge in the morning.
That kills that for him.
Hey, so
it's about winning. What have you done for me?
Hey, so how does it work in Florida?
It looks like
If
OJ got off.
No, he's staying in because he's on probation. So what I'm asking you is this: he goes and see the judge in the morning. I'm not asking to disclose how many crimes you committed. But if you get arrested on Tuesday, do you go see the judge on Wednesday, the next day?
I believe so.
No, it has
every
to be
day of the
within
week.
30 days. But yeah, you can get judges gonna push it back though.
You get arraigned every day,
Yeah.
except the weekends.
Except the
I think
weekends,
that's
yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah. Okay. So he's going to see the judge in the morning, and they're going to say bond, no bond, etc.
Yeah.
Okay. Or
They
at the
could.
latest Thursday.
So you think they will actually? Where's his other court case gonna be held? They're gonna take him Baltimore. So they gonna spend the money to extradite him up to Baltimore or hold him over?
No, but the judge is going to. The judge is already or is going to know about the case in Baltimore.
No. But didn't you say he was on probation in Florida?
Yeah, he's on probation in Florida. That's why
he has a trial pending in Florida.
He's gonna have to deal with probation ratification.
Say it again, Anthony.
They're not just going. He's gonna have to deal with probation ratification, right? He got to deal with that. I mean, he got a probation officer in Florida if he's on probation.
Damn.
So the probation officer is gonna come over there and put a hold on him or something.
Right.
Oh, no, or she's going to
That's
say,
what I would-
or she's going to say he's been upstanding. He's done 500 hours of community service. He's done everything we required of him. He's done his urine test. Oh, it's not urine. He's not high. But I'm just saying he's done everything that we required and then some. He's been on time. He's been this. That's going to be, and because Al Heyman already spoke to him or her already, or whoever's representing Al Heyman. They on the phone right now as we speak. Like, here's what you're going to say tomorrow when the probation officer goes in. They go before the judge.
Has he cost PBC money and or Showtime already? Has he cost them money?
No, he's making the money. He's making the money.
He's making the money
because his opponents are real cheap. He's never.
No, I'm talking about with this situation. Is he's going to cost PBC or Showtime money?
Millions.
Okay.
Millions.
And that's probably gonna dictate how he
Jerron
fares.
Ennis is like, God.
If the fight gets canceled, it might not though.
Jerron Ennis is like, man, I can't win for losing.
Here's one thing about
if he gets bail, the fight's on. Because his next court date won't be for another month.
I agree.
Yeah.
He gets bail.
One thing about that legal system is that when you have prominent people to get in there,
go to Grady room.
When you have prominent people to get involved with something, you get into trouble. What happens is you have district attorneys, defense attorneys. They'll actually try to make a name off of your presence.
Right. Absolutely. Right.
So, I mean, he's got that dynamic too. I mean, if it's just a run-of-the-mill type guy that's out there selling drugs, always getting in trouble, in and out of jail, a couple police records and arrests. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal to prosecute these folks. The high-profile guys that can bring them notoriety in that field, he's going to have a lot to deal with. I think he's going to be in some serious trouble. Good lesson to learn, fellas. Find your woman that don't have that mouthpiece like that. And definitely find your woman that's not violent. But if you have a woman that, is violent with her mouth or physically, you need to get rid of her.
Yeah, now I need to. He got arrested though, but I'm going to refrain from the rumors now saying it was his baby mama and his kid that he hit.
No.
Yeah, that's what is going on blogs already.
It said on the
his
Twitter,
baby is a baby.
Has anybody got a copy of the actual police report?
It comes out tomorrow. Tomorrow it'll be out.
But his baby is a baby.
Yeah, I don't believe that shit. That baby be dead if they ain't get it.
It was just a newborn like a month ago or something. Well, a couple of months ago. It's a brand new baby.
I'm not gonna believe he'll hit a baby. I'm not gonna believe he is.
Yeah, no, that's why he's arrested, but now I hate that they're already running with all kinds of
You don't
stuff.
have to hit the child.
No.
Just like if two parents are arguing or fighting in front of a child, you can be charged for child abuse.
Sure.
Okay.
I get that.
So it doesn't have to be that he physically harmed the child. Just a fight around the child could be charged.
Or hit the woman perhaps while she was holding the child. Maybe.
You actually don't have to hit a woman to get charged with assault. You can just say something. You can actually say something in a threatening way and get charged with assault. That's why I'm saying, man.
That's not the assault.
When I got with my wife that I'm married to, I was married twice. So bottom line is that I let her know from Jump Street. From our first aspects of our relationship, I let her know if the police ever show up at our door, we through. Ever. If we can't solve something within the confines of our home, right? And work this thing out between us, and the police have to show up here, it's over.
Yep.
It's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Fuller don't fuck with snitches too, dog. I like your swag, homie.
Max.
That's right. You probably got something in common. I don't fuck with people that call the police either, or ex-police officers themselves.
Here you go.
Y'all don't hit y'all woman too, right? Y'all don't do that.
Hell no.
With a dime bag or something.
And you don't.
Hey,
do
you
that,
already know.
I don't mind having a cop on the payroll.
Hey, who the fuck still buys dime bags, Mike? You still out here buying dime bags in the park, dog?
I don't do drugs.
You know a lot about them, not do them.
I grew up in the hood.
No, you didn't.
You don't think so, huh?
Nope, the hood wasn't around when you was a kid.
Hey, okay. All right.
Max, boy, you funny.
You grew up pre-gangbang and pre-crack era. What hood you grew up in?
He said he's from Mineral, Tennessee.
It was actually more of a neighborhood back then. Now it's just a concentration
camp.
See,
it was nice.
It's a concentration camp now. We weren't trying to kill it. We weren't running around killing each other back then. I mean, you had to know how to use your hands back then. It wasn't any shooting at all. It was about if you.
So it wasn't as dangerous.
You had to be able to use your hands. Yeah.
He said it wasn't an OK Corral. It wasn't that.
Nah, we weren't killing each other back then.
It wasn't as dangerous. All you had to worry about was getting socked out and being able to go home. That doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, I mean, you had to be ready.
That sounded like me just walking to the living room. So that don't sound bad at all.
Yeah,
Mike.
Yeah.
Michael, didn't you say you like 50 something, 52 or something?
I'm 53.
Why do you say they weren't killing each other back then?
Not where I'm. I joined the military.
He finds an angle in every conversation, don't he?
I joined the military.
No, but Michael's only like 3 years old. So,
yeah, I joined the military when I was 17.
Who's eating snap, crackle, and pop?
That's Anthony when he talks.
That's Anthony, man. That's God's way of telling him to shut the hell up.
When I got out of high school, the crack epidemic hadn't hit the inner city yet. It hit like a year after I joined the military. That's when it started really sweeping through, and people start killing each other. But before that, you had to worry about a couple of guys jumping on you.
What year was that, Michael?
You just had to be ready to scrap. Huh?
Michael, what year was that you graduated high school?
87.
Yeah, crack was alive and well around that time.
Not
that's what I'm saying. People were killing each
other. 88 is when it hit.
Not in the Midwest.
Early 80s, earlier than that a little bit. Just a little
bit.
Not
in the Midwest, it wasn't. I grew up in the Midwest.
Oh, okay.
We didn't have,
shit.
When I walked out my front door, you can go to there was a dope house, one block in any direction, north, south, east, or west. So but they weren't selling crack cocaine in there. That had not hit the neighborhoods until after I left. Probably that same year. Yeah.
So what do you think? It started on the East Coast and went west? Is that the way it went? Like, I don't know. I'm asking.
I don't know either. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was alive and well in 87 on the East Coast.
No, I wasn't here yet. It wasn't in the Midwest yet. I didn't see it. And people weren't killing each other over it.
Yeah.
It was alive and well in Little Rock, Arkansas. I can tell you that. And people were killing each other. And and I had friends that were in high school selling crack cocaine. So I don't know. That was in like that. What?
Hey,
10th, 11th grade.
Yes.
I had friends.
This is one problem Leonard Ellerby ain't got to fix.
hey, speaking of that, Dan Raphael, some guy asked Dan Raphael, did Tank actually hit his kid and girl? Dan Raphael responds, how the hell would I know? I wasn't there. Oh man, I don't think he claimed self. I think because I looked on his Twitter I looked on his Twitter and I looked on his stories on Instagram. He ain't posting anything, so he's still in jail.
Man,
so that maybe Calvin Ford is saying self-defense or something like that. But yeah, man, it's
Oh man, control your hoes, man.
God, Lord have mercy.
Yeah,
Hey, Fred.
yes.
Fred, I got one question before I leave, and thank you, fellas, for letting me get on here and chop it up with y'all. So I like what you've been putting out, like with the PBC, like, dude. Like you said, when I love when you be like, but I'm crazy. Well, I'll be looking at your shorts, right? and I mean, but it's just funny because it's just falling in place. It's like the stars are lining up. So let me ask this question. When you don't, y'all said something earlier about developing relationships or going overseas and showing that you care and you share, you willing to work with people to put on the best fights. And you said, I don't care about nobody but himself. He only be over there doing for himself. And you know, this side of the street, he took that to another level. Remember when Earl Spence said, I'll never fight on ESPN, like ESPN did something wrong to him. So now that you might not have Showtime, Fox is gone. You think Bob Arum gonna let him squeeze in with ESPN, or DAZN gonna let him squeeze in with them?
Oh, that's a feather on your cap. When
let them do that? They gonna let them do that?
When your enemy's girl comes to you needing to borrow some money, right?
No, I'm talking about Al helping him get a deal.
Al helping him?
No, Al. They helping Al.
They're not helping Al. No,
with
Bob would do that
with the other networks.
Oh, he would love to do that.
Al would love to do that, but with Bob, like, yeah, come on, you can share ESPN.
Al would hate to do that. Bob would love to do that.
Al, for real?
Yeah, Al doesn't like doing anything with anyone. Bob would sit back and that would give Bob the biggest smile in the history of smiles.
I would think that Bob would say, "Oh, you know everything, figure it out yourself."
No, he would love to co-promote. I mean, he does it because he does it with Lou DiBella. He does it with Eddie Hearn. He just did it with when Eddie Hearn lost. Josh Warrington just lost, right? Or to a top ranked fighter last Saturday. Right. Yeah, they're gonna work together for money. Oh,
it seems like Bob can't stand Al.
And Al can't stand him. So yeah, they would definitely do that, and Bob would be smiling from ear to ear.
And when you drop that thing about the apps, because I'll be hearing from like PBC defenders, they always be like, "Oh, apps ain't shit," you know, they just don't like apps or whatever. But when they don't have no place to showcase their fighters, they about to be hypocrites because they gonna love them some apps. So which one you gonna go with? You gonna go with the one that bounced the check with Regis, or you gonna go with the one with the black man touch named Terrence Bud Crawford? Which one you gonna go with? That's my question. But other than that, Fred, I'm out of here. Thank y'all, fellas, for letting me join.
Thank you. Yeah, y'all want to give y'all closing remarks. This was a fun show, man. Not because of Tank, but just because of the engagement, man. Thank you for the difference of opinions. Anthony, I know you dying to get out of here. What's up, man? What's your closing remarks, dog? We can get that buzzing.
Stop blaming all men that are around one person that makes a bad decision. I'd say that'd be my criticism for Fred tonight. And for the other guy, what's the guy, your other partner on here that likes dissing the PBC and want to make Al Heyman responsible for all fighters on the PBC?
I don't know. I think I'm the only one.
No, it's another guy on here. I can't. Drew.
Yeah. Oh, Drew.
Yeah. So you know,
I'm the biggest.
Y'all talking such. Y'all speak about everything in such a broad little narrative. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, everybody has to be responsible for themselves. Men make decisions at the end of the day that they want to make. That's not a kid. He's a almost 30-year-old guy. He messed up. It's not the coach's fault. It's not our PBC's fault. Anybody, you know, in that company. That was his decision. He screwed up. And stop talking about the PBC going broke, man. Y'all crazy with that.
So you don't believe in numbers then, data and SEC filings?
I believe in it. I believe in it. That's why I know. That's why I don't think they're going broke. I mean, first y'all came out with Showtime's going out of business because they were losing subscriptions and all. And Fred didn't clearly speak. He didn't speak clearly or in depth enough about the article because it just said that they were going to consolidate, and that's what they did because you get Showtime now when you buy Paramount. paramount. So, I mean, I'm just saying, man, y'all put half of the story out there to try to make your case. But anyway, it's all good. Fred is a journalist, like he said. He liked the drama. It gets him more subscribers. Peace.
Yeah, thank you. Absolutely. What's up, J Blast, man? Appreciate you, dog. You've been quiet for a minute.
Shout out to all the truck drivers.
Yeah, for sure.
Make the fights, man. That's it.
Make the fights, right?
Y'all have a good one, man.
Thank you, dog. Yeah, it'll be more fun if we're talking about the fights, the wins and the losses, for sure. I couldn't agree with you more. Doc, what you got, man? Is that Doc and Max?
Yeah. Hey, man, I think when I heard about Tank Davis and I heard you guys talking about it, that's why I chimed in real quick. It kind of ties into what we were talking about yesterday. Love boxing and everything. I don't see Tank fighting in January. But you know, I hope it works out for him. What I will say though is that it ties into what we were talking about yesterday, where we said that we were making a difference, a comparison between you know, white women and black women and how they each one responds to their male counterparts. And we talked about how, you know, white women pretty much are the same as black women. They don't really want to fall under the auspices or covering of their men. They really don't. But they understand that their men control a system that they must operate within the confines of. They have to function within this system, and it's a system that their man controls. So they really have nowhere to go, right? They have to fall subject to that. The reason why our women don't do that is because we don't have a system. I'm talking aggregate, the whole, not individuals. As a whole, we don't have a system that our women have to fall subject to in order to exist or survive. They can just say, "Hey, I'll just make the government my husband," or I'll make the government my provider, right? And so, what I would challenge you guys, these young brothers out here, choose your mate wisely, because a woman can destroy you. Okay, what I'm trying to say is that, okay, when you choose your mate, you have to make sure she has the right temperament, man. She can humble herself to your authority. And how is that going to happen? You have to be the type of man that lets her know you create your system where she knows she has to survive within your system because you do the best providing for her. You do the best protection for her. You're the priest in your home. You understand? So she understands that she leaves that covering and goes to the government or some other entity that's going to provide her with that. It's not going to match up to what you can provide. You have to create that within your home, that a woman looks around and goes, "Hey, you're the best thing going. Even though we're in this argument, I know I can't choose that alternative and make the government my husband. I'm going to stay with you." And that's through those P's: provision, you provide for, you protect her, and you're the priest in your home. That means you're loving your wife as God instructs us to love them. You know, that's what it's about, man. If we don't get back to that, we experiencing things like what Tank is talking about. I've been through it, bro. I've seen it. You have to make sure the woman that you choose can control her mouth and can humble herself to your authority because of what you provide in her life. That's all I got. Peace.
Oh, thank you, dog. Appreciate it. Thank you for coming through tonight. Max, what you got, dog?
Innocent till proven guilty, man. Jigga Kelly not guilty. So I was gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till some other shit come out because I don't know right now. It's fresh news. Everybody think they know what happened. Nobody knows yet. But it's a bad look. If he did do this shit, it's a bad look, and I'm interested to see how the media carries it forward. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna reserve judgment, but I mean, it's the biggest boxing news right now. It's probably gonna be on all platforms. So I guess we'll see how it pans out. But any man that put their hands on women out of anger is a sucker. Out of self-defense, I support it. So I don't know. Just depends on how it happened.
Appreciate it. Drew.
Oh, no, Fred, you know how it is. We just got to start holding men to a higher standard. There's a certain level of, there's a certain decorum and posture men have to have.
Right.
Malcolm said it all the time. You know, it doesn't matter what your religion is. There's a certain level of behavior you have to have as a man to command respect from other men and to weed out the trash. The problem is, Fred, we don't want to collectively shame men that are falling short.
Mm-hmm.
We want to make excuses for them. You know, they need to reform or be shunned from the herd.
Mm.
You know, like you were saying other day, Lincoln and Kennedy not going to be in certain situations because you have a think tank working and you problem solve 5-10 years ahead of time. It's okay to have found their problems are going to be like, damn, I got a flat tire. What I got to do? Not I'm in trouble with the law. Just we have to raise the standards. We have to have a certain expectation as men of ourselves and then of other men.
Right. True words.
All right, you guys have a good night.
Thank you. Kyle, you still awake? I know you being daddy over there. Okay, appreciate it.
Yeah, man. You know how it is. Man, great episode.
This was a great conversation. Glad we disagreed.
Man, nigga, only one person disagreed. Shit.
I think we disagreed around the way.
Listen, that nigga always disagreeing about something, man. He want to argue, man.
He's learning how to communicate. He's using his platform to work on his ability to communicate.
Man, Lemon Law Larry, man. You got
Lemon Law Larry, for sure. Oh, that's Lemon Law Larry, dog. Motherfucker said, yeah.
He just made all type of excuses for this nigga, like, bro. You can't make excuses, man.
No.
Listen, at what point do you understand, like, man, I got all this shit going on. I'm in and out of fucking court already. I got all this legal shit going on. I got a fight next fucking week. You know what I'm saying? Dude. What point do niggas look in the mirror?
Yeah. Right. And in 3 weeks, 3 fights been canceled. 2 weeks. 3 weeks, 2 fights.
Man, Al Hammond is fucking livid right now.
Oh, he's livid. He's livid. He's livid. And so is the city of Baltimore. But we'll know more in the morning. Boy, Steven Espinoza is, oh my gosh. He got to make a decision. He got to make the right decision. See, you got to make the right decision. You have to. I mean, you don't.
He ain't gonna be able to make that decision though. He gonna make the business decision.
I think
the fight is going on.
I think the fight is going on. It's too close. It's too close. If they cancel this fight, I would be impressed. I would be impressed with Steven if he canceled this fight. But I don't think it's gonna get canceled. Doc think it's gonna get canceled.
So if he cancels it, is he no longer Little Stevie?
No, he's still Little Steven. But I'm saying I would respect him because he stood on the side of right. You know. Little Steven in them. Hey, the fact that everybody calls him Little Steven now is hilarious to me, dog. That's fucking hilarious. My marketing campaign worked. But yeah, Little Steven, man. That's what Al called him, Little Stevie, man. I didn't give him the name, Al did. You know, but yeah, man, it's tough, man. And men can't defend Tank. If you a man, you can't defend him. You just gotta wait for the evidence to come out. You know what I'm saying? You can't step in front of the story and say he's innocent. You got to be quiet now. You just got to sit and wait, and we gonna have all the evidence in the morning. Dan Raphael is gonna pull it. Mike Coppinger is gonna pull it. It's public information. You can't hide it. And that video of him in court will go viral tomorrow or Thursday. Yes.
My wife, I told my wife, I said, man, Javante Davis went to jail. She said again?
Exactly. That pretty much sums it up right there. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. And as I preach, Coon Fred, don't put yourself in these positions. Y'all want to be cool. Y'all want to be a part of this culture. No, man, forget this deaf culture, man. God is family, man. God is family. I had to learn. It took me longer. To learn it, and I'm giving you the information as straightforward, 100 proof as possible, man. Family, man. Family. You know, and That's where we are right now. It's just awful. It's just awful, man. All parties involved, man. Tank not even out on bail, man. They got to go see his probation officer. His lawyers. How much this gonna cost them? Like, if you think a Louis Vuitton jacket is too expensive, don't you think putting yourself in the compromised position of the law is?
Hey, his whole fight check gone.
Think of it as a business. It's definitely gone. Think of it as a business. Like, how much is this gonna cost me? You know, even when I think someone is slighting me, I'll be like, yes, sir, no, sir, no, ma'am. And I leave as quickly as possible. I don't sit and wait for violence to happen. Oh, I bet you it's gonna be a car accident right now. I'm going home. That's why every time y'all see me doing them videos, I'm sitting in the same spot watching the TV, man. Oh, man. Yeah, man, we got to we got to put ourselves in a better position. Tank Floyd gonna say something cryptic tomorrow. You know, he fighting it right now. Somebody had to take Floyd's phone. Tank Floyd, give me. Floyd can't wait because Floyd got that personality. You know what I mean? I think all men got that personality. See, I told you. I think all men say that. So.
And what he say? That's why I let him go.
That's why I let him. Or he can say that. No, or he can say my leadership is A1. That's what he gonna say in a nutshell. But you guys were great in the chat today. I appreciate the information because I would have never known. I saw it earlier and I was like, that shit can't be true. So I apologize for not acknowledging that person that put it earlier. And I ignored it intentionally because I thought it was just a troll, you know what I mean? Just coming in here and just making up stuff. But I apologize because someone had put it up like 10 minutes before another person that's always in here put it. So appreciate y'all, man. See y'all tomorrow night, man. Oh, man. Whew. Damn. Man, we got to sit and wait till the morning. 9 a.m. So 6 o'clock our time. Tank will be in jail. Oh, don't say that. Tank versus Cyborg. Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all. We'll know more in the morning. Poor little Stevie, man. He pacing right now. Little Steven got to go put he wasn't gonna get his hair dyed till next week. Now he got to go get his hair dyed in the morning before he give his press conference, man. He got to go see the hairstylist, man. Dude, appreciate y'all, man.
It's been a bad